Welcome everybody to our latest session of Candlekeep Mysteries. We have only 2 sessions left unless the group meets a premature TPK, which is always possible. But yeah, as usual, we'll do our quick recap and then we will get started. So the group started off last session in the city of Neverwinter, had some discussions there, came up with a plan, eventually settled on the fact that the group was going to make their way to the village of Basalt and try to take care of this whole Cult of the Raging Fiend angle and perhaps retrieve Brandal's soul in the process, as opposed to heading directly to this affront to nature and earn the respect of the chosen of Sylvanas. So the group was able to teleport back to Candlekeep, get caught up with Sylvira there, getting a lot of information from her. Essentially what she explained to the group is that there is an individual that holds Brandal's soul, and the group was able to determine that that was M, the individual that is known to the group as they have met M in Avernus before. And this individual M spent a lot of time negotiating with them and bargaining with them and being in various different encounters with them, but never really took up arms against them type of thing. But the group has now been made aware that M is the sort of pathway to getting Brandal's soul back. So with that in mind, the group tried to figure out what they could do here. In particular, Sylvira, being an expert on Avernus and the Nine Hells, was able to explain that this location, coupled with information that the group had previously learned in Neverwinter, from Ladamalu, after giving him a very precious orb, he was able to explain that there is this teleport or summoning circle, you could think of it as, in the headquarters of the Cult of the Raging Fiend, that it is particularly potent and capable at calling forth devils. The group was told that this location of the Cult of the Raging Fiend is in a rural area in this village of Basalt. So village of Basalt is like a very small town, or village really. Not a whole lot there as far as industry, that sort of thing, but secretly underneath it apparently is this cult headquarters. So the group came to the village of Basalt, was able to check it out briefly. It seemed a very insular community. The group noticed that most of the individuals that were here in the village had these black gloves on that had sort of these yellow fingerprint stitches on them. The group thought this was kind of interesting, spoke with a few of the villagers, and eventually made their way to the church, which was located at the far end of the village of Basalt. So after having gotten here through the Windwalk spell from Candlekeep, found their way to the village of Basalt, talked to the villagers, finally made their way into the church itself. On the outskirts of the church, Brandal decided to conjure up an arcane eye and do some snooping around the entire area here before, and was able to learn that there was a man inside standing by this giant hand statue that was coming out of the ground, several other men in the 2 adjoining rooms to this main room, and decided to enter the location here and perhaps strike up conversation with this guy. But as is often known to happen, this pretty quickly turned into a combat when I believe the group decided to attack this man without necessary provocation. It seemed as though he, having asked the group some questions, started heading to the back like he was perhaps getting ready to let them know that there was some kind of danger, when the group then decided to pull the trigger quickly and the combat encounter started. These individuals that fought the group were swordsmen, and some of them were spellcasters trying to throw out some hold person spells in particular. The group was able to shake most of these off, and the gentleman who was sort of the first person the group met in the church here, seemingly maybe was like the religious leader here, he was throwing out some particularly nasty spells. In one instance, he was able to cast a Feeble Mind spell on Ranvan, and Ranvan, thanks to his amazing intelligence score, was unfortunately unable to resist the effects of that and found himself enfeebled. He can still recognize his friends, but he could not cast any spells, his mental faculties were dramatically reduced, and so on and so forth. With this unfortunate set of events, the group decided then to continue on this battle, was eventually able to defeat all of these opponents except this high priest guy, who backed himself into one of these rooms and was able to get off a spell before he could be taken down. And the spell allowed him to be teleported out of here, and the group was able to see that as he was leaving this area through this teleportation type magic, the realm of Avernus seemed to be on the other side of the teleportation that he was sort of sucked into. So the group then decided to try to help Ranvon. Didn't really have anything that they knew of at their disposal to help Ranvon, so they decided then to teleport back over to Elturel, locate some help for Ranvon, which they were able to do eventually, touching base with the church there, get Ranvon some help, but that all took a few hours, and then make their way back to the church here. And once they've arrived back, the group has managed to discover a secret door underneath this desk in one of the side rooms of the church, and a trapdoor on the ground, and they open that, and they can see a long staircase that seemingly leads down. So the group realizes this must be the entrance to the Cult of the Raging Fiend's headquarters. And yeah, that is where we left the group last time. We'll pick up this time and see what kind of trouble they get up to. So guys, is there anything I missed or anybody would like to add? Alright, hearing nothing, I will assume you guys are all good, and we'll go ahead and award inspiration to Brandel and Lexi for another entry into Brandel's journal. Alright, getting us back over to the map where we left off.
Hey Adam, so I was thinking, I have that, I found that orb. Is it a bone orb? Bone orb from the village church. It was valued at 250 gold piece. It had, you said, scribbles on it or letters or something?
The bone orb that was found here, that was sort of hidden away underneath one of the places in this location, I don't believe it had scribbling on it, but yes, it was definitely a bone orb.
Okay, I thought the recording says there was like marks on it. I was going to ask if they match the markings that's on, this wall here.
I do not believe so, no. If there was any scribbling on it, you would assume it's unrelated to what you're finding here.
Okay, and now hey guys, before we go, I'm going to study this wall and its script, and mostly I know I won't be able to interpret it. Actually, I can. Does it look like a language?
No, it looks like various sort of scribbling implies some type of a language or words or letters sort of thing. Think of this more as though there was wet cement that somebody took like something pointed and just started making different motions in it and then allowed it all to harden.
I don't know. I'm just going to try to take a photographic image of it. At least the if I see anything looks similar to it, I'd like to note any similarities between this wall and the other wall somehow.
Okay, you take a keen look at it and hope to affix it in your memory.
Excellent. And guys, do we have 10 minutes to spare? I could set up communications.
Not a bad idea.
We'll find the time.
I'll do that ritually.
Alright, so as you guys, several of you have spent quite a bit of time here. This few hours as part of the group traveled back to Elturel to take care of the restoration of Ranvon. You spend a bit more time here after you have discovered this passage, and Brandel is able to cast this telepathic bond.
Any other little things before we go down? All right, Del, you're first.
Del is seemingly quite quiet and hangs out near the back.
Oh, darn. Lexi.
Fine, I'll carry him.
All right, Lexi, you start making your way down. So you sort of climb down this ladder that is underneath the trapdoor, and then you see this rough-hewn rock walls that lead to the east and then to the north. I assume you're going to follow that until you spot something else of interest?
Yes.
Okay, eventually that goes for a good distance, let's say 100 feet in total between going east and then north and then east again. and you find that it ends, and you notice that there is a ladder here that goes down even farther.
I'm gonna go back and retrieve the rest of the group before I go down the ladder.
Okay.
I think
Hey
we'll
guys!
follow.
There's a ladder down here.
All right, we're coming.
Alright, sounds like the group follows. So, Lexi, as you climb back down, direct the group that way, climb down the ladder, you find yourself now here. And group, I assume that you are all climbing down the ladder behind her.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's get in there.
Silver has to climb a bit awkwardly here, as I imagine she's not much of a ladder dog, but she does manage to get down there eventually.
He's adaptable.
Lexi, as you start making your way further into this room, you can't help but notice these lights, each one of them in the fashion or the symbol of a glowing hand. In the center of the room is this large circular symbol of a hand. This entire area seems to be lit up quite well, in fact, from all of these different lights all about. You came down this little staircase here, about 10 feet in elevation. You notice two more staircases leading to the south. On the far east, you can see there's this drapery here, and you notice in big black letters it says kneel right across the middle.
Like MEAL?
Kneel.
Oh, Neil. Okay.
Sometimes these things are like obvious traps, so maybe we actually have to kneel in the hand, or something bad will happen because we're not supplicant enough, you know?
Is this the circle where we gotta kill the pit fiend?
I don't know. Does it look like a magic circle, Leo?
It looks like a hand. I don't know.
I mean, I doubt that they would have their summoning circle right at the front entrance, you know?
That doesn't make sense, but weirder things have happened. It doesn't look like there's any arcaneness to this particular circle.
Give me a blind check. Nothing that you can tell. This looks to be more decorative than anything else.
I think it's decorative. To clarify, the kneel word was over here.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's written on the curtains?
On the drapery, yes.
Anything
Did they
behind
stitch
the
it?
drapes?
Let me open them.
Well,
You pull back this drape here and just see bare stone wall behind it, Lexi.
Nothing here. Unless this is... Can I knock on it and see if it's hollow?
You knock on it, it seems to be solid.
I don't think it's hollow.
Leo's gonna kneel in the circle.
Okay, Leo, you kneel here in the circle. You can feel almost like a strange resonance seems to go into your mind, and you hear the sound almost of like a click, though when you look around, you can't audibly tell where it came from.
Yeah,
Look
that
behind.
obviously saved everything, so
okay, Lexi, what's behind the drapes now?
Just this wall.
Could
So
have done
nothing
something
Nothing
somewhere else.
changed. Yeah.
Not here, at least.
I don't know if you should just be kneeling in circle. This looks like a Asmodeus symbol, does it not?
right. But it's that's what I was saying. It's one of those things where you do something because it tells you to, and then it actually does a thing. You see, right, one?
You just
Adam.
signed up for Asmodeus's thing, Leo.
I guess
Maybe
we're
you
saving
We're
we're saving my soul next.
We gotta
They're
save
gonna-
Leo.
They're gonna send you letters and stuff now.
Oh dear, that would be.
Adam, can I take Dell's hand and look at his ring and then look at the symbol on the floor? Do they seem to match?
They are quite similar, yes.
They're gonna be calling about my car warranty. It's gonna be terrible.
pen pals.
What's the Asmodeus equivalent of those dollar bills that you pick up, and they're not really dollar bills? They're like scripture stuff about how God's gonna save you.
It's like soul coins, but filled with animal souls instead of human souls.
Wow. That's yeah.
Faux coins.
It's got dark quick.
Hey, Adam, can I use my minute seeing and spend maybe a minute or two looking behind this curtain?
You can, yeah. So as you're spending a minute investigating this wall, the rest of you, are you just standing here quietly?
Hey, do you guys see what's on that table down there?
I think while he's doing that, Leo's just gonna kind of give the room a once over also.
Okay, fair enough. So, Leo, you start spending some time looking around the room here. And Brandel, yeah, you're looking behind the wall very carefully. Go ahead and throw me a blind check. You are quite confident that there is nothing special behind this wall, no secret doors, no secret passages, and nothing to do with what Leo mentioned has any effect on this area.
Huh. Interesting decoration idea. Usually you put draperies on windows or something special. All right, sorry guys, carry on.
I actually think there might be a very good reason for the drapes.
Oh, and what's that? Brings the room in, it lengthens the ceiling?
You got it. And he'll start walking down the hall.
As you guys are talking here, you see suddenly a figure emerges to the south, sort of just glancing up at you guys for a moment. As he does so, you see he turns quickly and shouts to the south. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and put us in initiative order.
Time for Devil Lexi.
Let's see who these guys are for.
Initiative means they're friendly, right?
It could be. Okay, Leopold, you are the quickest to react as you spot this individual who, spotting you, turns and shouts to the south, "Intruders!"
Leo is going to say, "Yes, get the intruders," and then he's going to shoot the guy.
All right, feel free to make an attack.
Well, that kind of settles our plan for all the discussion we made during the week.
Sharpshooter.
All right, you line up a shot, and that certainly does connect as the bolt flies through, striking into this guy's back.
I don't have Blitz on anymore. I just had that clicked still. We're going to do one more on him.
This one, however, will miss.
Bummer. At least it wasn't a 1. Leo will do a barrel roll coming down here. Let's see. I guess he'll just kind of.
All right, so now that Leopold has made this a combat encounter, I will put combat music on.
Yeah, well, Leo always does that. It's good.
And then I'm going to whistle to Silver, who's going to bound out past me to run and tackle this guy.
Yes, that will connect as well, and as Silver pulls him down to the ground, he collapses.
That's it.
All right, from the south, Leopold, you can hear, "Let them out!" Randall, your turn.
Who let the blink dogs out? Well, actually, they're demons. Okay, what'd she say? I'll move 5 there. And I'm gonna ready a firebolt at any enemy combatant that comes within range.
Range meaning within 120 feet of firebolt?
Yes.
Okay. All right, next up is Ranvon.
Okay, I'm also going to move forward a little bit, and I'll prepare Sacred Flame to cast it at anyone that comes into range that is not one of my friends.
Okay. All right, Frederick is up next.
All right. Let's see. I think Frederick will move here. And not quite sure what exactly we're getting into. Frederick is going to... let's do Shield of Faith as a bonus action. And he's going to twin it for Lexi and Brandal. So that's a +2 to Brandal and Lexi's AC. Then he is going to move to this side of Brandal. Actually, I'm sorry, let me retcon that. I want to go just to here so I can still see, but then give Lexi and Dell access down the steps. And I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast, and I want to fire my Eldritch Blast at whatever Brandal is about to shoot his firebolt at that I can see that he's holding.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, none of you see this, but all of a sudden, coming from the south, are arrows coming flying right towards you, Brandel. I will need you to give me 3 defensive rolls, please.
Okay, and I'll shield the hit.
Post shield, I don't remember if you have to be able to see them or not.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You might got me on that one.
Nope, hit by an attack, so yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so shield the hit, but let's see, I got +2, so 21 AC. Oh, sorry. Next button.
Alright, so you are hit, you cast shield, but you are still hit. And let's see, you're going to take first some longbow damage. Whoop. So that will be 13 points of piercing damage from the longbow. This is a particularly precise strike, so you will suffer an additional 28 piercing damage for a total of 41 points from this single arrow. Then I will need you to make a second defensive roll. This one will also connect for 9 more piercing, and then a third. This one you manage to dodge out of the way as it crashes against the back wall. Okay, next up is Dell's turn, and until Dell's player is here, I'll do my best to work him. So him being more of a melee guy, I think he'll come on down here. He will get to here and move a bit farther, get to here, and stand at the ready. Lexi.
Adam, can I see what this is?
That
the
is
little
a
thing
set
on the
of...
table.
Yep, both of those look to be sets of stairs heading down.
No, sorry, I didn't have my thing on. This stuff?
That is a table, and there looks to be a morning star line on it.
Alright, Lexi's gonna sprout wings and fly down here. Can she alight on the table? Is there room for her?
Sure. So, taking upon your other form,
right. And the arrows just came. Did they come from one stairwell or the other?
They came from the southwest.
All right. She's gonna draw the Fate Crescent and keep her eyes peeled on that stairwell, and ready in action to hit whoever comes out that is not friendly.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, back to the top of the round with Leopold.
Those arrows that flew out at Brandel, where did they come from?
The southwest.
Right. Interesting. I guess I'm going to ready an action to fire at one of the a non-friendly creature that comes in to
Sure, okay.
Leo's view. Silver's gonna just go down there a little bit, and she's gonna also hold an attack if anything non-friendly comes by her.
Okay. Let's see. Before Brandel's turn. Okay, Brandel's turn.
I feel like I should get in there. Leo was here and didn't get hit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are those doors closed down there, Adam?
If you cannot see past them, then yes, they are
Yeah,
closed.
okay. All right. Let's see. Do I have any healing potion as an action? Yeah, I have 5 healing potions. As an action, I'm gonna take 3 of them.
Wait, what?
Can I take more than one?
A healing potion? No.
No. Okay, then I'll take 1. Okay.
All right, so you pop down the corner, jump up on this table, grab a healing potion from your side, and down it.
2d. I always forget. 2d4 plus 2 or something.
2d4 plus 2, yes.
Okay. That's action and that, and I am going to end my turn.
All right, you can hear the sound of scampering, perhaps, coming from the south. Okay, Ranvan, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up with the rest of the squad. So I'll move here. I can't see anything, so I'm gonna ready another action to cast Sacred Flame on someone who's not a friend that appears.
Okay. Frederick.
Okay, Frederick runs to the bottom of the stairs, trying his best not to trip over his nice fancy robe, and he is going to just... I think that was 25, so he is going to stay there. Let's see. He's also going to hold... actually, instead, he's going to take a dodge action at him for now.
Okay. All right, from this south passageway, you notice as there is a sudden fiery explosion that seems to occur off to the south of you guys at the moment. So you see it's almost like right here in this corner, suddenly there's just an explosion of fiery energy. It is very loud, in fact. All right, I can't make Del be the first guy that charges up there, so he's going to come up here and he will dodge. Lexi's turn.
I would just like to look around. Like, what is on these tables? I'm going to take just a second to look around this room and try and figure out what's going on.
As a quick, 1 second look around, this looks to be like some kind of eating quarters, perhaps, like a dining room for a group of individuals. There is the odd and end on the tables here. You can see a light crossbow on one, this morning star on the other.
Okay, so like weapons that were just left when people fled?
Hard to say. I mean, they certainly don't look like they're placed in any kind of respectful way or with any kind of prominence.
Okay, and the scampering is just south from both stairwells?
Based on your passive perception, you would guess it's coming from the southwest.
Okay. I'm going to check out the scampering. Okay. Oh crap, sorry. East. I went Lexi east. I'm sorry. Down this way.
Alright, as you get to there, Lexi, suddenly you are fired upon. I will need a defensive roll as an arrow comes right your way. Okay, yes, as this arrow comes your way, it smacks up against the back wall and just kind of splinters and does not hit you.
Okay, I assume that came from this guy?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to rage.
Okay, you bonus action rage.
I like to put the flump right there.
One more time, point for me where that was.
Right there.
Unfortunately, that's 35 feet away from you. This one only goes 30.
Oh, drat. Okay, right there.
I'm assuming you meant just 5 east of where it was. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, can you see my thing?
I can't, yeah, I can this time. The middle time I didn't see anything. Okay, so I don't know that we have spell effects set up for you. Give it a try, though. Click it on your token and do spell effect roll. Actually, I think this is based on your... I forget. Is this based on your...
Wild...
So I think for this, just to be easy, I'm just going to throw saves for them, because I don't think we have this set up for the defensive rolling piece.
Okay.
Okay, yes, that will explode and hurt both of them. So go ahead and throw a d6 for force damage. All right, the flump explodes and wounds the two of them.
All right. And I think I have enough movement. Go right down here and attack.
As you fly 5 feet further south, you are suddenly engulfed by flames as this dog, this fiery dog waiting here for someone to come around the corner, unleashes this blast upon you. I will need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, if I get it. Can you wait a second? I might use inspiration on this, but I'm switching between my character sheet to see. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, you do manage to succeed on the save, suffering 13 points of fire damage.
And then I'm going to try and hit him with the Fate Crescent.
You slash downwards and do indeed connect into this hellish hound, wounding it.
Try and hit it again. Oh, I forgot to click Rage at him, sorry.
How much more is that per attack at this level?
3.
Alright, I'll take that off as well.
Right.
Alright, move to the top of the round with Leopold.
Difficult terrain to move through an ally space?
Only if they're engaged.
Sweet. Well, I'll move 30. Drat. Don't have a good view. I guess I'll use my action to dash down here. Yep. Then I'm going to whistle to Silver. There. She's going to come right there and attack the Hellhound.
Alright, she turns the corner, bites out. Nice. Yeah, don't even bother rolling that, because that is going to be enough to kill the Hellhound.
Sweet. She sees another dog and wants to play with it.
Just wanted to play.
Yeah. Okay, movement, action, bonus action. I am done.
Okay, this one will step up and also breathe some fire. So with a 15-foot cone, that is going to hit all 3 of you. So I'll need all 3 of you guys to give me dexterity saving throws. Okay, you burn your reaction to cast Absorb Elements. You will succeed, suffering just 6 points of fire damage, Leopold. And then 1 for Silver, as well as 1 for Lexi. Okay, Silver will also succeed, so that will be 12 points of fire damage to Silver.
Can I use Inspiration?
You sure can, yeah.
Sorry. Switching between stuff.
Playing on a laptop sucks.
Unfortunately, that still will not be enough, so that will be 25 points of fire damage to Lexi. Okay, so that was that one's turn. Then we move to this one's turn. Leopold, you're going to notice this one pulls their bow back very carefully and fires at you a couple of times. I will need 2 defensive rolls.
Hey, how does Lexi's shield play in all this? Didn't she have something?
I don't know. What's your shield?
Cursed shield of missile attraction.
Okay, yes. Then the arrows fired at Leopold will instead redirect over to Lexi. So, Lexi, I'll take 2 defensive rolls from you.
Sorry.
Well, plus
Whoa.
2. She's Shield of Fated, so plus 2 the armor class, too.
Yeah, okay. Da, 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 da.
Okay, the first attack will miss, but the second one will manage to connect. And on this pulled back strike, you're going to suffer 5 points of piercing damage, cut down to 2. You will notice this individual then is going to back away into the previous room.
Adam, did they go this direction
They
to
did.
move? Okay. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't like some weird trapdoor or something.
Okay, Randall's turn.
All right. Action healing potion. And then I'm going to move 30 to there. End my turn.
All right, coming up from this side. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one will go... Yeah, so that'll hit Silver and Lexi. So, did Silver suffer some fire damage last time? I'm showing her at max HP still.
Yeah, she did. How much was that? Do you remember?
Did she succeed on her save? I think it would have been 12 if she succeeded.
She got 22 on it, I think.
Yeah.
So 12.
I got to hit her.
Okay, this one will get up to here and also breathe some fire. So Lexi and Silver will both need to make dex saves again. Okay, both of you will succeed, so that'll be 10 points of fire damage. This one is also going to run up to here. And based on the aim of this, I think this is going to hit you as well, Leopold. So this will be a third fire breath. So I'll need saves from all three of you. Okay, so that's all successes. So each of you will suffer 8 points of fire damage. So those of you guys to the north, you can see a lot of fire suddenly hitting by Leopold's area. You can just see bright blasts of reddish energy seemingly coming from that way. Okay, Ranvon's turn.
Okay, I'm going to move forward to help the team. I'm going to refresh roll 20.
That's bad timing.
It is. I tried to click and I couldn't do anything. Okay, I'm going to move up and help the team again. So I'll take 20 feet of movement to here. I still can't see anything, so I'm going to take another 10 here. I still can't see anything. I don't know if I want to move forward and just take a bunch of fire damage, because I know I've been hearing that, and probably hearing my friends getting hurt.
You just hear, no, not again! Ah!
Yeah, I think I'm going to stand here and prepare Sacred Flame again.
Okay, you prepare Sacred Flame. Okay, Frederick's turn.
Alright, Frederick's gonna come down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 behind Brandall here. I kind of feel the same as Ranvon does at this point. But I am going to use my action to burn a dash down to here. Actually, let me just go one back to here. And that will be my turn at him.
Okay. Leopold, you notice through the single open door, there is this elvish-looking figure who seems to be very quick and lithe on her feet. You see, as she moves to this area, longbow in hand, she grabs this vial from her side and quickly attaches it to her arrow before firing it right at you. I will need a defensive roll. All right, this will be considered a fumble. Go ahead and roll a ranged fumble. Okay, so the second one will have disadvantage as well. So she will fire a second arrow at you, regular. So go ahead and roll a defensive roll at advantage. Yes, that will miss, and then she will take a third shot against you. This one manages to connect against you, and you will suffer 10 points of piercing damage plus a very careful aim of 30 points of piercing damage. You will then notice she skates back outside of your line of sight. Okay, Dell's turn. I think he will be the brave one now to move up. So he will move to here, and notice that there is a lot of commotion down here. So he will take a dodge action here. And we move to Lexi's turn.
Okay. So we do some measurements. If Lexi flies over the dogs, will she still take opportunity attacks from them?
She will, yes, because the ceiling here is only about 10 feet high.
Okay. She'll move to the pointer tool and step here and attack that one.
All right, you fly a little bit closer and chop down at this hellhound. Yes, this first attack will connect. As you continue to get burned by your belt. Second attack will connect as well, wounding the hellhound badly. Leopold, you notice suddenly as a door to your south opens. All right, top of the next round. Leopold's turn.
Hold on. Jesus. There's a few down there. Well, Leo's going to cast web down this hallway.
Luckily, web is one of our smart casts, so you can go to your macro section, do the cast web by clicking the die, and that should get you your pointer and allow you to trigger it in the appropriate area.
Yeah, let me get there. Hold on. Nope, that wasn't it.
Oh, well, the first guy is definitely succeeding on his save, though.
Where is the thing?
So it's the macro icon, so it looks like the bulleted list at the top right, and then just scroll down until you find the one that says Cast Web, and just click on this die icon.
Yeah, I got it.
and then it may prompt you for like level of spell.
You know what? I don't see web.
I don't
in
see
the
web
list.
either. I see wall of fire, and then that's it. I don't think web's on there.
I see it. I wonder if for some reason I didn't give this to you guys. Let me check. Oh, I did not. Okay, my bad. Let me save that. Now you should see it.
Oh, yep, I just saw it pop up.
It was too powerful.
Yeah, I was like, I can't give them second level spells at level 13. Come on.
Is the web spell giving vision to anyone else?
Yeah, it did. It gave me vision as well.
I can see their quarters.
Eh,
I'm stuck
That's
in the
okay. There's
wall.
not. I think this one has to pick an intersection. So yeah, what intersection would you like?
I think the one, just one further up.
So there.
Yeah. Now, is that actually going to get Dell also in there?
Post the description of the spell for me. Does it say anything like comes around corners or anything like that?
I do not believe it does.
If not, I would say no.
20-foot cube from that point for the duration.
It says it fills a point from that point. So my assumption is like where you shoot it, from there the webs come out to a 20-foot square.
Yep, that's how I would rule it too. Yeah. So my thing is, unless it says it goes around corners, I assume it doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good way of, because they'll write it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll tell you what they want it to do. You don't got to read into it too much. All right, and then just hit your trigger all option from once you have that guy selected. And we'll ignore Dell's effect. But it looks like most of them do indeed fail this. So going in order, I'm going to say the second guy has passed. The other three are currently restrained.
Well, cool. So now Leo is going to take his movement and go back, probably getting an attack of opportunity.
He's going to try, but this will be at disadvantage, so take a defensive roll at advantage. Yes, that will be a fumble for him, so feel free to roll a melee fumble.
I'm pretty good on these. I'm
You have
waiting
a hot
for
hand
the
right now.
waiting for the blowback on that one.
Same one. He's terrified of you.
They all get a look at Leo and they're like, "Wow, this guy's some serious shit."
This guy knows web?
Yeah. Okay, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's where Leo goes. Silver is going to attack the Hellhound that was right in front of her.
Okay, the wounded one. That will connect and wound it some more. It looks very badly hurt.
Ooh, cool. I think that is old Leo's turn.
Okay, this one does manage to get its fire breath back, and it is going to choose to use it. It doesn't really care about these guys coming through the doorway, so it's going to try to hit both Silver and Dell. So I'll need the two of you guys to give me dexterity saving throws. Okay, Dell will fail, suffering 21 points of fire damage, but Silver will succeed, suffering only 10. Okay, popping through the doorway is this archer who is going to look to fire towards Lexi. Lexi, I will need a defensive roll, please. Nice, that'll be considered a ranged fumble. Go ahead and roll that. Okay, if you happen to make an attack on this opponent, next round you would have advantage. She'll fire a second shot at you though, Lexi. This one manages to connect, and you notice that she very precisely aims this shot, so you will suffer 17, half down to 8. Alright, this guy's turn, and it's not looking good to try to get through all these webs. You are certainly going to hear the sound of shouting coming from down below. Spell effect roll, please, Leopold. Yes, this guy is still restrained, can't do much as we move to Brandel.
Alright, I'm in a quandary, but I need to move first. I'll move there 15. Now, Adam, I got a question for you. If I move one step closer, do you think I'd be able to get my Cone of Cold, a scroll, to hit 60 feet down this hallway?
Post the Cone of Cold for me. If it just says 60-foot line, then sure.
It's a cone. It's definitely a cone. 60-foot cone, con stave.
60-foot cone. So cone is a little bit different. It usually, if you're shooting it straight down, then yes, it should go straight down.
So either I do that or Wall of Force on those archers. That's my enigma. Wall of Force or get these guys in the hallway. I'll happily say that.
I got an idea. Don't block them off.
I assume that means hit them in the hallway. Okay, so then I will step up one step here, and it's going to kick my scroll out. 60-foot cone of cold coming down. Just take the scroll off my sheet there, Adam.
Sure, yep, go ahead and throw a Cone of Cold. I don't know if that's one of our smart ones or not.
Does not appear to be.
I don't see it, no.
So
a newer spell.
What else is a cone?
If it's 60 foot, that's okay. Just go ahead and post the spell, and I'm guessing, based on the damage of the spell, unless you roll really bad, I have an idea of what's going to happen.
Well, I don't have the spell prepared. It's a scroll, but I can... Where is it? I did pull it up.
Just throw, what is it, 88, I think?
Yeah,
just throw
88. Yeah, okay, thank you.
I posted it there in chat for you.
Oh, yep, thanks. Okay, so I won't make you roll spell effect rolls. Actually, roll one spell effect roll just to see if you happen to fumble this. Okay, you don't. So even at half, I'm going to go through and remove the guys that would die at half. Okay, give me another spell effect roll. Another spell effect roll. Okay, as the cone of blistering cold filters down the hallway, you can see it just leaves a trail of frozen people-shaped bodies in the hallway.
That's right, they're frozen, so it might be obstructed to walk through it.
Possibly.
Wow, okay,
Not to mention all the webbing down there.
Yes. Alright, well, the hallway's clear. I'll move back there.
Oh, this one also gets back its fiery breath, and it's going to blast it on all three of you. So Lexi, Silver, and Dell, I will need dexterity saves. Okay, Dell, is the bonus already included in yours or no?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you will fail, suffering 16 fire. Lexi, you'll succeed, suffering 8 fire. And then save from Silver there, Leopold, for dex. She will also save, so 8 points of fire damage. This one does not get it back, so we'll instead bite at Silver. I'll need a defensive roll from Silver. This attack manages to connect on Silver, and Silver will suffer 7 piercing and 8 fire damage as the hound's jaws snap on its silvery body. And we move to Ranbon.
Okay, I'm moving up. 15. Another 5. No, I'm not taking that 5-step, actually. From here, I am going to... I can't see Lexi's health. How's she doing?
She's pretty hurt.
Alright, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Lexi.
Okay, bonus action healing word on Lexi for 9.
Ignore that radiant damage. I'm never taking that off. You can use your reaction to hit that Hellhound.
Alright.
Is that one of your limited use abilities? I always ask it, or is that unlimited?
That's the unlimited one, but it's limited by how many spells I have.
Yep, gotcha. Yes, that will certainly connect and slay that Hellhound.
Okay, I can't see this one's health bar either. Is this one wounded at all?
No.
Alright, then I am going to cast Sacred Flame on it with my action.
Okay, spell effect roll. Yes, that will indeed connect as the radiant energy burns the Hellhound.
Okay, and I will take a 5-foot step backwards in case they have more fire in them.
Okay, Frederick's turn.
Sorry about that. I was just reading Empowered Healing. I didn't know that I could use that on Ranvon's spells as well. That's cool. Alrighty, I'm going to move in here, and I'm actually going to take that 5-step that Ranvon didn't. And I'm going to pump 3 Eldritch Blast into the Hellhound that fired, or that bit down at Silver.
Okay, to the southwest over Silver. She's pretty small to the ground, so no cover there. First one connects, as does the second. And the third. All 3 of these beams striking into the creature, wounding it.
Cool, and knowing that Archer is pretty sick nasty with her bow, I'm going to move back to this side over here. And I can see... Hang on, am I playing Reggie or... Nope, Frederick does not have that. Never mind. Moving on.
Okay, stepping into the open doorway. Lexi, you get selected as the target, so you're going to see that she attaches another one of these vials to this arrow before she fires it off at you. I'll need a defensive roll. Alright, you manage to evade this as it strikes the back wall, shattering, and you hear like a twisting, smoking sound coming from behind you as it struck the back wall. She fires at you a second time. You still have Shield of Faith, so that will also miss, and then a third time. This one manages to connect. As it hits, you will suffer, with a precise shot, 32, half down to 16 points of damage to Lexi. Okay, we'll move to Dell's turn.
Alright, is there a weapon that I have out?
You have not even swung yet. You've gotten
Okay.
up here and dodged only.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So I had the Sunblade upstairs, so I guess I would still have that.
Yep,
So
that works.
Is it active or not active?
Your choice, whatever you had it before.
Okay, I probably would have had it active knowing that there's potential for danger. So
Makes sense to me, yeah.
I'll hit this one in front of me twice.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and roll a radiant crit.
Don't see the old radiant crit too much.
Okay, so this will be a regular damage. So go ahead and post damage. We'll take regular damage, and then we will also mark this opponent as frightened until the end of your next turn.
And its speed is 0
Okay, nice.
because of
Conquering Presence or one of those?
or of conquest. And I'm gonna pump a first level smite.
Okay, sure. Yep, yeah. So normally, remember, you have to declare that before you roll it, but because you didn't get the crit, you're more than welcome to do it.
Oh, okay.
All right, blade comes down, crashing into the creature, wounding it. So making sure I'm getting this all correct. It's 11 plus 6 plus 12.
Nope. So the 6 is only versus undead, so it's just the 12 and the 11.
12 and the 11. Got it. Okay, so yes, this creature is wounded.
All right, I'll take my next attack.
This one, however, you unfortunately miss the Hellhound.
All right.
Okay, Lexi's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna mosey right there. Try and put this hellhound out of its misery.
That will indeed connect as you wound the Hellhound and get scorched from your belt. Second attack hits as well, and that's exactly what you needed to kill this Hellhound.
Yes, I will end on a high note.
Well, if you look at her rolls, it's adding rage to her damage for the belt, right?
Yep, yeah, so I'm separating that out. She should only be taking the belt version.
So that's 5 instead of 8.
Correct, yeah, so with rage being 3, you can pretty much deduct 3 each time. Okay, move to Leopold's turn.
Leo jumps back out with like his crossbow ready to fire at all of the cultists that were down here. It was like a very Jack Burton, and then there's like nothing left for him to fire at. He kind of looks around. And,
Sorry, Leo.
But all right, fine. I guess I'll just find someone else to kill, and he'll come down here and here and fire at this guy.
All right, you line up a shot at the Hellhound.
Do some regular attacks.
Nice hot dice tonight, guys.
Wow.
Go ahead and roll a crit. Piercing. All right, so I'll take both of those, and that will be enough to kill the Hellhound as the bolt punctures into its head and it collapses.
Is there any others left? I got 5 movement left. It looks like that's it. I think it's just our archer people left, right?
I'm gonna point down the hall, except for that guy who snuck around the corner.
Down this hall.
With all the frozen people? Yeah, you see him? He's
As you
peeking
look
out.
down the hall, you see a ton of webbing and frozen bodies.
I swear, Leo, I saw him go in that room.
Right, I believe you. I can't hit him now, though. Wait.
Oh, well, you can stand in front of me and block his attacks, though. That's cool.
He's trapped by frozen bodies.
I can see the sliver of his circle. Can I attack him?
I would say no. That's just
Okay.
a visual artifact at that point.
He's got sharpshooter, though. That's fine.
Yeah, that doesn't get you through walls, though.
Yeah. So that's, I think, going to be Leo's turn. Silver is really messed up, and you see a bunch of little her auto repair system kick in and start whirring away, and sparks start flying off of her as metal is mended for 12 hit points.
Nice.
And I think that's it.
All right, from the other room, you hear down, down, down. And then, Leopold, I will need a defensive roll from you, please.
Leah's gonna shield, more than likely.
And I'm gonna use Staff of Fate on that one. I don't as a bonus. Oh no, never mind. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you don't even have to see them, that sounds pretty good. Let's see. So, you said you're shielding that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will make it a 26, so that attack will miss you, so go ahead and burn your shield slot. Okay, second shot comes your way.
It takes into account your AC on your sheet when you do the defensive roll, right?
It does, yes.
Okay. All right, so I clicked shield, so that should be in there now.
Yes, this attack will miss as well. Okay, Brandel's turn.
All right, I'm gonna move down 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna ask where. Okay, I see her over there. I'm gonna cast. You see him cast a cantrip. He's gonna grab a frostbite spell and try to hit her there with frostbite.
All right, yeah, give me a spell effect roll as you attempt to do so. Yes, this frostbite will indeed affect her. She'll get some cold damage, and I think there's a rider on this.
Yeah, she has disadvantage on her next weapon attack.
Okay.
Kind of good. It's 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay,
Leopold,
Randon.
Leopold, can you see them at all?
And
I saw her.
Just remember, when you're pointing, it's best to use your hide from other people, so if they don't see them right now, you're not giving anything away.
I don't think
Yeah,
I can see.
I think you guys would have seen me shoot that.
So, like with
Towards
that,
her.
Leopold, when you're using your pointer, choose the option hide from others, and then you can point as much as you like. But right now, anybody that can't see her, you just pointed out exactly where she's at, and they don't know that.
Oh, I see. Well,
But I would have said she's behind those doors.
Sure, and you can certainly say west, right? But pointing exactly the square they're in behind the wall is a little bit too much.
Okay, if Leo could see her, I was gonna make him use his reaction to hit her. But if he can't see her, what is Lexi's health looking like? I can't see it because of the wall.
She is hurt.
How hurt? Where's her bar?
A little less than half.
All right, I'm going to run here then. I guess I'll walk.
Okay.
Walk.
Yeah, I think
Perfect.
that I'll walk.
Cool.
And I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on her.
Okay, nice. So 11 back to Lexi.
Thanks,
And then-
Raphael.
I'll take the other 15 to move here.
Okay, Frederick's turn.
Okay. Frederick's gonna do a little loop-de-loo around Leopold here. He'll move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Are these like test dummies or like practice dummies on the wall, Adam?
These look to be suits of armors on armor racks.
Can I know it's hard with the squares, but can I stand in between the two armor racks here?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Perfect. And I'm gonna hold my action for a Sacred Flame. If I see any enemy at all, like a cultist or one of the archers, I know Sacred Flame can. All I got to do is put my eyes on them, so I'm gonna hold that. And if I see somebody, attack them with it.
Okay, you ready, Sacred Flame. All right, don't think you can see there. Okay, Dell, you are the lucky recipient as you notice this individual across this sarcophagus-looking thing lines up a long bow shot, attaches this vial to it, and then fires it off at you. I will need you to make a defensive roll, please.
Yeah, Adam, just a reminder, is this the one that has disadvantage?
It is not.
Thank you.
All right, this is going to connect against you, Dell. You're going to suffer 7 piercing damage plus a very precise shot of 28 more piercing damage for a total of 35. Then on top of that, this vial suddenly starts to burn you as it smashes against you and the chemical inside starts covering your body. You're going to take an additional 24 points of acid damage, and you are now restrained by sticky alchemical goo. So altogether, that was a big one. Let's see, 59 points of damage. Second shot comes your way, Dell. Now you are restrained, so this will be at advantage. So defensive roll at disadvantage, please. This will connect as well. And you'll suffer 12 more points of piercing damage, and that will cause Dell to collapse to the ground.
Were those supposed to be coming to me because of the shield?
No, because post the shield exactly what it says again.
So resistance to range attacks.
Could the person actually see Lexi though?
No, but it sounds like it doesn't matter. So I would say yes. I guess those arrows did redirect to Lexi, but so yeah, I guess at this point we kind of have to. So Lexi, yeah. So Dell, go ahead and restore yourself that HP. Yeah, remind me about the shield. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff going on, so I might forget some stuff here. So Lexi, go ahead and give me a defensive roll from you, please. So basically what you guys notice is the arrows flying like right towards Dell, but once they get within 10 feet of him, they suddenly hard U-turn and go right towards Lexi.
And she has resistance to range attack.
Okay, so first attack would miss you, and then second attack, go ahead and roll again, Lexi. Okay, so this one would hit. So I'm going to take the same rolls that were already posted. So let's see, you're going to suffer 35 damage. You already have resistance from rage anyway, so we'll call that 17 points of damage. And then a third roll. That one would also hit you, and that would be another 6 points of damage.
And that's with the shield of face, of course.
Yes. Okay, moving to Dell.
All right.
So in an alternate timeline, Dell, you are totally not on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was the. Okay, there we go. So I'll go there, and I am going to. Going to Mind Sliver this one right here.
All right, go ahead and post that and give me a spell effect roll as well. Yes, that will certainly affect the archer as it is wounded psychically. And go ahead and throw a d4 as well.
All right. And then can I interact with object to close the door?
You sure can, yeah.
And then I'll move there, and then I'll end my turn.
All right, Lexi's turn.
They're spaced out!
Alright. Fly, fly, fly. I was gonna go kill that archer. Should I go in there?
There's two of them.
Well, should we kill him or leave him?
We need to take them all out.
We have to kill him.
All right, you interact with object to open the door, Lexi.
I'm gonna try to take this archer out.
All right, you fly over the sarcophagus, landing here and swinging down. Go ahead and make your attack. Yes, that will certainly connect. Second attack will connect as well. Okay, Leopold's turn.
He'll pop down here. I think he will. He's going to try for the one that Lexi is attacking.
Okay.
Let's do this one with sharpshooter.
That will miss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to do the second one at a regular attack.
That one will manage to connect as the bolt punctures into her shoulder.
Let me. I don't think it's going to reach. There's a lot of things on my sheet. Nope, 30 feet. Okay. So she'll take that. Bonus action. Silver's going to run in there. Oh, crap. Yeah. She's going to go there, and then she is going to...
I would say if you're going to move through the sarcophagus and you're not flying, count that as difficult terrain.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. Well, then she's actually here. She's going to dodge.
Okay. Okay, Lexi, you will see this one is going to disengage, step away from you to here.
Did I see which way she went, Adam? I didn't see. It just
She
disappeared.
went west through the door and then south. Okay, Brandel's turn.
I'm gonna move 10 feet there. Young man in the room, stay where you are. We have questions for you. $30 to there. I'm gonna take another healing potion.
Okay, Ranbon's turn.
Who Brandel just called to? Were you yelling that down the hallway?
Yeah,
This
this
came from?
right by those 4 frozen corpses. One guy there. He might know where the magic circle is.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't want to go into the next room and murder someone. You said to stay right there. Okay, 10 feet there. Oh, wait, no, that was 5. I can't count, right?
I'll trust you either way. I wasn't paying attention.
There's 15. I'll only take the 25, and then I'll do another level 2 cure wounds on Lexi.
Okay.
for 17.
Yes.
And that, I guess I'll start walking around this thing. Oh no, if I can just step where Lexi is, then I'll wait here.
Okay, Frederick.
Okie doke. Seeing Lexi go off in that direction and knowing we got an enemy behind us, I am actually going to step here and I'm going to take a deep breath. And as I do, you see all this kind of like coalescing energy around my hand. And then I'm just going to press it against Leopold's chest and I'm going to give him a curing wounds.
Leo assumes that you're trying to, like, attack him. So he goes, What are you doing?
The somatic part of it is me twirling your chest hairs.
That's
That's
Damn
awfully
it,
specific.
Frederick.
Hang on, let me look at those dice before you take them. That's a 4 and a 3. Yeah, that'll work. You can keep that.
Okay, that's
So 12.
12 healing to Leopold.
Okie dokie. And I'm gonna turn around and face this door here. And knowing that guy's behind us, I don't know the route of this. I don't know if rooms connect to rooms or anything. I'm gonna turn and hold my hand up for Sacred Flame to attack anybody that comes from behind us, Adam.
Okay. All right, Lexi, you're going to notice this individual steps up, closes the door, and then you hear the sound of a door bar being put in place. Okay, that is effectively going to take us out of combat. You guys can certainly do whatever you like, try to bash the door down, all that sort of thing, but that is going to end initiative for us.
I'm gonna walk in here and see what I see. Where did she go with the bars?
Right there.
Okay. There's one gentleman back in the hallway by all those frozen corpses. I say we have Dell intimidated him to show us where the magic circle is and we get out of here.
How's everyone doing?
I'm fine.
I'm feeling about a third of myself.
Have we decided if we should just take a long rest before we try and do the ritual then? I'm running a little low. It would make the cleanup easier too if we could just, without worry, use our stronger stuff.
We are hurt quite a bit. We can't stay here.
We don't know how many more cultists are in here either. Hey, you there? We know you're down that hallway. Show your face.
You hear no response.
Dell
Thanks. Oh, go ahead, Dill.
Dell uses 20 points lay on hands for Lexi to heal.
Nice, 20 HP to Lexi.
Look, man.
Thanks, Deb.
We have a guy on our team, man. He definitely is not the one you want to come down there and talk to you. You'd much rather talk to me.
Are you shouting this down the hallway, or is this more of like a whisper, or give me an idea?
No, I'm gonna shout it. I'm not really worried about attracting any attention because we're just fighting our way through at this point.
Okay, yeah, give me a blind skill check.
Is it a skill of my choosing? Because if so, I choose my best one.
I'm assuming this is you trying to convince, so I'm going with persuasion on this one. But no, it is quiet down the hallway.
Okay, you're asking me to do this the hard way. Psst, Dell, that's your cue. You're the hard way.
As the first to go down the hallway, it's the first door on your left, somewhere around here.
You see a bunch of ice cube people in front of you, Dell.
Can I just start smashing them with the sunblade?
Sure,
Perfect.
yeah, it doesn't take much. You just kind of just destroy them as you just push into them or hit them with the blade.
Effective. Glorious.
You notice a room to your east here, and you can see 4 different bunk beds. This looks to be quarters.
No, he must have squirted out.
Are there any doors on the other side of the hallway?
There are. You're right next to one at the moment. And
Oh.
that one too. You notice a bathroom.
And then one right here.
Yes. Another bathroom.
He must have gone to the south. Well, let's stick together here before we get too excited.
Adam, if I get down on my hands and knees and look like underneath the beds in that quarters, can I see anything?
Feel free to place your token inside of the room, and I'll assume you're spending some time on, pulling the blankets up and looking under each bed. No, after about a minute or so, you see nothing underneath the beds.
Do
Hey,
I
Adam.
find anything of import or interest?
Give me a blind
We got an
investigation
office
check
down
as you
here.
begin searching around this room.
We got an office down here.
Okay, Adam, before we get too going crazy, you guys are in a hurry. I want to search his cultist here, please. Anything, keys or anything like that?
Feel free to move yourself back there. You spend a moment here ransacking through pockets and things. You find 6 silver pieces and a dagger, no keys.
All right, and is this this room? It's a kitchen. Okay, I'm out. I'm sure these cultist bodies don't have anything valuable on them, right? Or keys.
Does that mean you wish to spend time searching through all of the bodies?
No, they seem like minions. They dropped with my cone of cold like bugs.
Come
Can
on,
I find
Brando.
like a book or diary anywhere in this room?
On a quick glance, you do not. If you'd like to spend time, go ahead and throw me a blind investigation check.
I'll look under the pillows, but that's it.
Quick look under the pillows reveals nothing.
There's a hallway down here too. We don't want to keep that behind us.
Are there 2 doors in this along this wall? Is there a door
There are.
here?
Yes.
And it's just these 3 doors total?
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, there's a lot of doors along this hallway. If you're not really sure, I tried to make them a little bit visible. They kind of look more like the thick brown rather than the dark brown, if that helps at all. Like
Okay,
that's
so
a
there's
door
a
right
door.
there.
So in this room alone, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 doors?
There are 3 doors in that larger room there.
Okay.
Safe to assume, Lexi, you're on the ground walking and not flying at this point?
My phone locked. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, Adam, I want to open this door here.
As you do so, you notice a body lying on the bed here. It looks as though this individual, on a quick glance, has slit his wrists, and you can see written in blood on the bedspread is a big A.
On a quick, once over, can I check his pulse? Does he seem recently dead, or is he gone?
He seems recently dead.
Okay, I'm gonna actually do this, Adam. I'm gonna just snap my fingers really quick and see if I can zap him just with a little bit.
Let's leave this to the dice. Roll percentage, pick high or low before you roll, and 50% chance you got him before he truly died.
Let's go high or go home, baby.
Alright, so you want 51 through 100. No, he has unfortunately been dead for a little bit longer than a few moments.
Wait, can I do a magical guidance? I don't think that's a skill check, is it?
No, that's not. This was just random chance check, so.
Alright, he's gone, and so I'll shout down the hallway. I'll say, I think I found him, everyone.
There's a hallway here I don't want to leave unguarded. Is it a dead end down there?
There's a lot of doors, Brando.
Ugh.
Adam, can I do a once-over of like this? It looks like a little foot locker. Is there
Sure.
anything important in here?
So you want to spend a moment or two searching this room?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and throw me a blind investigation check. You find a scimitar on top of that footlocker. Pulling open the footlocker, there looks like different changes of clothes here, but nothing else of interest.
Can I knock on the bottom of the foot locker, see if there's maybe a false bottom to it?
Doesn't seem to be based on your skill check.
The A that he wrote in his blood, was it like on the sheet or like on the floor?
On the bedspread.
I'm just gonna like pull the bedspread over so it's not up in the air, and shake my head and then walk out.
Okay.
Leo, there might be a room you want to look at. There's a bunch of books and a couple, like a desk and a table, down straight to the south.
I just got Silver back up to fighting spec. Which room?
Just head all the way down to the south.
Right.
And was that casting Mending a bunch of times there, Leopold?
Yeah, over the last.
And how many total times did you do that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over the last 10 minutes or so we've been talking.
All right, fair enough.
Does anybody need some bolstering magic?
I could use a punch. But
And
Ranvon should get a punch for sure. He's going to keep us alive.
Yes, I'm inclined to punch my healers first.
Yeah, get Ranvon first.
I love a good Lexi punch. It's been too long.
Alright, Frederick Ranvon and Brandel. 1d3s, I guess? Do I roll or do you guys roll? I forgot.
You're doing the
Roll.
punching.
Wait, let me cast one before you use it. Let me use the third level. Lexi still has a bunch of health missing, right?
Yeah.
Here comes Cure Wounds level 3. For 21.
Wait.
Thank
Let me look. 5 and a 6. A 5. Yeah, that looks good. Just so you guys are aware, I can re-roll your die on any magical healing as long as I'm within sight of it, and I have sorcery points left. So if we roll low on heals, I can spend a point to potentially make us not roll low.
That's good.
Frederick, let me roll.
Leo would like to look through this room when we get to it.
Sure.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
give
Lex.
me a blind investigation check as you spend a few minutes here, because this is a bit of a larger room. I imagine you're investigating books and just seeing if anything of interest is here.
Yeah.
All right, you spend a good, I would say, 5 minutes or so running fingers down the spines of books. It looks like most of these are dealing with devils and Avernus and the 9 hells. There are some that look to be private diaries or journals of individual spellcasters. You get the impression that many of these are devil conjurers that have written these documents. Some of them are more esoteric and don't really make a whole lot of sense to you.
I know it's a quick check. Do any of them seem like they might be useful for anything that we're doing coming up in the next our end goal here with the summoning circle?
Running fingers down spines? No, but if you wish to spend an hour or so here looking through books, you could perhaps find that out.
Okay, we'll not worry about that for now.
So this must be their living quarters. We've killed them all. So there's an open door here in this hallway to the north, going back towards the stairs, or should we continue south?
I think I don't know. South is probably Where's that other hallway?
It's this way, down here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's doors here, Brandon.
There's more than one door for sure. There's one to the. If you guys can see it, there's one there, and
Well,
there's one there.
We do know the direction that they've hidden themselves, so let's go check these doors, and eventually we'll make our way over to that bar door where they have themselves hidden.
I reckon.
The living
Jim-
quarters this way, maybe.
Yeah, there's probably more just living quarters.
But let's check.
You see a small table here, Ranvan, as you enter this room with another door across from you.
What's on the table here?
It looks to be just like an inkwell and a feather pot, like for drawing or writing.
No
Don't
paper.
eat the doilies.
You don't see any parchment, no.
I wouldn't eat a doily.
Okay.
Dell opens the door to the north.
All right, you see a hallway stretches before you, Del.
I'm gonna wait for Leopold to come here, and I'm gonna kind of like show him the room and say, "Ooh, where do you need my help? Looking, what do you need? How can I help you look?"
Ranvan, as you look in this room, it obviously is a bedroom with a small sitting desk, and you see two other doors that branch off from this room.
More doors than this one.
This is
More?
a door dungeon.
Is that a chest at the foot of the bed?
It is a footlocker, yes.
I'll open that up and start looking through it.
You can see a few sets of clothes, a pair of shoes wedged on the side, some socks, that kind of stuff.
Per Frederick's suggestion, Leo will take his advice and kind of point at a corner, and he'll start looking in another corner and try and see if there's anything useful in this room.
All right, sounds like you guys would like to spend a little bit of time investigating this room. So, Leopold, go ahead and throw me a blind check. There is a few odds and ends here. There's like a cask of water. There's a cask that, as you shake it and maybe smell it, smells more like ale. You can see that there's a couple of weapons on the tables here. One looks to be a warhammer. One is a small dagger. Some of the tables have scratches or ink stains into them. On the southeast corner of this room, you notice kind of strangely a chessboard lying on the top of this divan, I think it's called, and a variety of other odds and ends here. Rope, some sack, some cloth, that kind of thing.
I don't think there's anything too useful here.
What do you mean? This ale is delicious.
Does
It's
that
all
mean you're
yours.
drinking some of the ale?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some for sure.
All right, yeah, it actually tastes to be a little bit better quality than you would expect to get at just your run-of-the-mill tavern.
How heavy do you think that cask is, Adam?
Say 5 pounds.
Perfect. Frederick's gonna try to jam it in his bag.
Sure, you could do so.
What are you doing in here, Ranvan?
I was just looking around, and you see me like putting some socks from this guy in my bag.
Leo gives you a suspicious look and then slowly nods. All right.
Do I see anything of note on this guy's desk? I'm mainly looking for writing, if I can get some information from it.
Yes, this does look to be a journal. You can see there's an inkwell and a pen here.
I'll leaf through it.
All right, you start poking through the pages here, spending, say, a minute or so. It looks to be the personal musings of a cultist. He seems to go at length about how all of his associates here think he's really dumb, but he's going to prove them that no, he's actually one of the smarter cultists. He knows what he's doing, he's very careful in how he does things, and he's going to succeed.
Leopold, it looks like this room belonged to a savant, and I'll hand him the journal.
I'm sure Leo glances at it, reads like 2 sentences, and goes, yep, looks like a definite cultist savant. And then puts it down back on the desk.
2 wrong turns, and this could have been you.
Could have, yep. Maybe one, well, several wrong turns, like 400 or so. And they probably all would have been lefts. Is this another door here?
It is. There's actually 2 doors right there, so you might have to like hold down Alt and put your token real close to the edge and then hit the open door. And if you have trouble, I can of course just remove it. Alright, Leopold, as you open this door and find a small room with a large carpet, you can't help but notice there's a very big person-sized lump underneath this carpet.
All right. I've got my crossbow trained on you. Do you want to die under the carpet, or would you like to come out and talk to us?
I suggest coming out slowly, hands in the air.
You notice a hand suddenly comes out from underneath, and then the other hand in like a holding hands up, like trying to surrender sort of gesture.
There we are, nice and slow. I'm gonna step into the room as as Leo has his crossbow trained on him, and I'm gonna say, "All right, hands up, all the way, all the way."
He has them up about as far as they can go. He's still underneath the carpet, but his hands are out.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the carpet all the way back.
You see a rather portly gentleman here dressed up in the same attire that you notice some of these other, what you presume to be cultists wearing. He is wearing this odd-looking mask that has these kind of like tines coming off of it with 2 deep dark holes for eyes. You see he keeps his hands up as he looks at you.
Okay. I'm gonna unsheath any of his weapons and kind of toss them into the hallway at Leopold's feet.
He simply has a scimitar at his side, so yeah, you draw that and toss it to the ground.
Okay. Roll over.
He looks at you. You can't really read too much of his face, only probably the mouth. And you see his mouth kind of twist into one in distaste as he looks at you. He does not roll over.
Leo fires a bolt near the wall where he's at.
Give me a blind intimidation check. You see he does not seem to be fazed by this, Leopold. He looks from you back over towards Frederick and says, "If you're going to kill me, just kill me. But I'm not rolling over for you."
We're not necessarily here to kill you guys. We just need your circle. Where's it at?
What are you talking about?
We've traveled very far because we know underneath this layer of yours is a summoning circle linked to Avernus. Where's it located?
I've never seen a circle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe Lexi could jar your memory in her devilish form. Oh, Lexi's AFK. And Lexi, show yourself.
And he's also saying he's never seen or knows anything about that. Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Sure, yeah, give me a blind insight check.
Can I do an insight check to see if this man's a savant?
Sure. You get the impression that he is surprisingly not really afraid of you guys, and also at the same time, you don't detect any deception. Okay, what do you mean specifically when you say savant, Ranvan?
Is this the man who wrote this journal?
You have a sneaky suspicion that it is indeed.
Lexi.
Frederick, be careful. This man, he's supposed to be a genius around here.
This is the one who does things carefully and is just as smart as all the other ones. Well, I'd like to introduce you to my very smart friend. Her name is Lexi.
Nice to meet you. And Lexi will try and intimidate him with her presence.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a blind intimidation check. You see he kind of smirks towards you as you gesture towards him, and he doesn't say anything. He does not look to be intimidated, though.
I like you. What's your name? What's your name?
You see he turns and looks at you intently for a moment and says, Frederick.
Huh. That's great. That's a great name. I've got to say, you're quite strong-willed, but why were you hiding under the carpet? If you're this strong-willed, I mean, your friends met us on the battlefield. Most of them dead, of course.
Well, what does that tell you?
That you were as smart as you wrote about in your journal.
He does not seem to react as you say this.
So with that being said, a smart guy like you would probably understand that, we probably are going to kill you. So the last points of your life, you want to not assist us and maybe inspire our good nature?
I can't tell you what I don't know.
I don't need you to tell me anything you don't know, sir. I just need you to show me around. Maybe we could use you to get to the lower level.
What lower level?
There's 2 archers across the hall there. They barred themselves behind a door in the other room. You know where that door leads?
Which room are you talking about?
I didn't go inside of it, but the one with the sarcophagus, with the handprint on it.
There's the kennels.
Mm-hmm. That's it? No other doors in there?
There's another door, double door in fact, but I've never been down there.
Because you're not allowed to, or because you've never ventured that way?
I am not high enough rank to be able to go there.
See, this is the information I need. Now, Frederick, we're on the same level. See, you're giving us information that's making me not want to shoot you in the face. So, the next part of information is I need to know the person of the highest rank. Who is it? What's the name?
Rainvon's like holding the journal, shaking. It's probably him.
The highest rank here?
Yeah. His or her name, please?
That would be Eastbod.
Eastbod.
Yes.
Older man, wears a small little cap.
No.
What's Eastbod look like?
And you notice his mouth twists a little bit as you ask this question. Hard to describe.
Because you've never seen?
No. The description would be unbelievable if you have not seen him before.
So, everyone you see here has been to Avernus and back. If you think that you've seen things more grotesque than us, then I assure you, you are sadly mistaken. So please, explain to me what this man's face looks like.
Puddle of jelly, with a very wide mouth, 2 tiny eyes, 2 tiny wings, big, large, bulbous body.
I snap my fingers and I point at Brandolph.
Yep.
Name that creature.
Davius Krieg. Oh,
I like it. I mean, it's a good thought. But now that we know his name, a few of my friends can also target him with a few spells. See, you did us a favor here.
If you say so.
And what we're going to do is we're going to walk you out of here because you were nice enough to give us the information we want. And a smart guy like you deserves to live another day. But before you go, see my friend with the spiked armor and ask him to give you the brand. So we know.
If you really wish to help me, leave, close this door, and pretend that you never spotted me.
How is that going to help you?
That way I won't be tracked down after you're all killed by Eastbod.
I don't like that. I instead would like you to leave. Your choice. Leave or die.
look, Asmodeus had us come here so that our devil friend that you saw needs to communicate with him. If you're in the way of Asmodeus, you might as well just be dead now. Or do you wish to continue your worship of Asmodeus?
You see, he turns and looks towards you and shakes his head back and forth and says, "You really think that's going to work? Do you think we're all really stupid?"
Well, what do you require? Why do you worship Asmodeus? Don't you follow his orders?
You would not understand.
Well, we sure do. We have a devil in our employment.
We know all about you. We know each one of you. We knew you were coming here eventually.
I assume that's why your name is my name too. Clever. Clever, clever, clever. You're very clever. Dell, are you at your keyboard?
Leo just yells, "What's a keyboard?"
Yeah, what? I'm down here looking at a hall.
He's covering our backs.
I'll trade places with you.
Do you need me to kill someone?
Yep. I say that in my mind because we're telepathically linked.
Oh, yeah, Del yelled it out.
But I didn't respond to it. I just stare at the guy, but in my mind I said, yep. And as Dell's walking to me, I say, as much as I like him, he's too clever to leave alive, so...
Can I detect thoughts through the helm?
Surface thoughts are these guys really going to let me go?
So... Do you know where the summoning circle is, yes or no?
No.
What is your duty here?
Study, learn, worship.
Are we killing this guy?
Yes, we kill him, he dies, and we need to convene here in the hallway.
In your
Okay.
mind, you just hear, he's way too smart to leave behind us. I wouldn't trust him at all.
Alright, Sunblade.
He does not seem to resist you. You're just basically going for a killing blow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Your blade basically goes right through one of the eye sockets of his helmet. You see his head just kind of burnt out through the radiant energy, and he collapses to the ground.
Del just kind of shrugs his shoulders and walks out of the room.
Outside the room, Ramvon joins the others. Like, I think the interrogation's actually going really well.
I sent him to his god. His wishes.
I'm gonna say to Leo and Frederick and everyone, is Thavius Krieg still alive? He described him perfectly.
I mean, we didn't kill him.
We didn't, did we? That's right.
But Issabod, I mean, that sounds like a clever moniker, especially with a new demon form.
Yes, demon form. I can't believe Thavius Krieg would be involved in all of this. No wonder they know we're coming. They know everything about us.
Yeah.
This is good information.
Did we ever see Thavius when we were in hell? I'm trying to remember. Or was it just you guys before?
Yeah, but he was still in cahoots and communicating with the people he committed his soul to. I'm sure stories they know about us, believe me.
I don't think we actually saw him in Avernus, though. I don't remember ever encountering him specifically. I think the last time I remember encountering Thavius was when he was behind the vault door in the
Van Thamper Dungeon.
That's it. Yep.
Alright, did you guys stand in the hallway here deciding which way to go next? Let's go ahead and pause for our 15-minute break here, guys.
Sounds good. See you in 15.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the second half of our session. We find our group still exploring this underground headquarters of this cult of the Raging Fiend as they look to see which direction they take next. All right, group, so you guys have gathered in this intersection where you can see this long hallway that stretches off to your east, or you can head back north the way that you guys originally came from.
Well, we need to at least check this hallway to see where it leads. But
Should we, if we're thinking about rusting, I mean, the guy was hiding in this corner from reason. Maybe it's a decent place to try to get one in.
I guess I worry that they're gonna get more things going. Why don't we see if we can locate the circle and whatever blob demon thing that is that's we'll have to deal with, and then after that we take a good short rest.
Oh, so we find a circle, see the devil there, and then close the door, and then take a rest, and then open the door.
Right. Say, oh, we'll be back. Give us a moment.
I think what we need to do is we need to move quickly. Maybe finish off the rest of these cultists, and when we know that we have a moment, then safely take our breath, and then do this ritual.
Well, for finishing off cultists, there was definitely the ones that were back the other way. That archer, the two archers, I think, that probably bolted themselves into rooms.
It's fair, but it's either those two rooms lead the direction we need to, or this is the direction we need to go.
We should have asked that guy about the black gloves.
That's true, but he did say that there was a room back there with the sarcophagus that he wasn't of enough rank to go into. So I imagine that that's probably the direction of the circle. I don't want people seeing it, knowing it's there.
Do we want to peek down this hallway then, or just go and start back the other way?
I say we take a peek. I mean, no stone left unturned, and there's that looks like a hallway down there as well that veers to the right.
We need to make sure this place is clear before we start the ritual anyway.
I agree.
Besides, we haven't found the actual circle yet. It might be this way.
There's a hall to the left, too.
As you guys come down this staircase, you can see over into the small antechamber to your north. It seems to be lined with bookcases. There is another small stairway that leads down to it. You can tell that if you were down there, you would not be able to see where you are currently standing.
Say that again, Adam?
Sure, yeah. So to the northeast, you can see there's this small antechamber. It's the red carpeted section up here. It is circled by bookcases, and you can see many books line it. There is a stairs, or kind of like a narrow staircase that leads down to this antechamber. And you can tell that if you were standing down here, you would not be able to see up here based on the way the room is structured, but because you're above it right now, you can.
Right. I get it now. It's the directional lighting, isn't it?
Yes.
Hey guys, should we check out this door here, this area, before we move that way?
I agree. I don't want something uncleared behind me.
Yeah, give it a look.
Go put my ear against it, Adam. Do I hear anything through the door?
Give me a blind perception check. No? I would say you do hear the sound of flames, sort of like a fireplace perhaps, but other than that, quiet.
Quiet? Maybe a fireplace?
Or more devil dogs.
Maybe.
Should I open it?
No stone left unturned.
Yes, we should clear things behind us.
Alright, but if it's more devil dogs, I'm gonna close it real fast.
Sure.
You see
Appears to be
a
a
small
table.
sitting room. You can tell that there is these flames coming from the east, which seems to be lighting up this area, as well as some light coming from the west. There's a couple of tables in this room. Altogether, it looks like maybe a small sitting room.
There's another door on the other side there. You see.
Is this a chest on the table, Adam?
That is a cask.
And is this a doused light?
It is a sconce that could hold a torch, but currently does not.
It kind of looks like a dartboard that has knives stuck into it to me.
If you zoom in, yeah, I guess, yeah, I think actually you're right. Needless to say, there doesn't seem to be anything particularly interesting with that.
Is that a pair of manacles on that table, Adam?
It is, yes.
I'm gonna
And I
pick 'em
think
up.
based on this time, everything you guys have done, Shield of Faith is 10 minutes, right? So I'm pretty sure that would be over by now.
That is true, yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and remove that concentration icon from you, Frederick. But yes, so that is a pair of manacles right there next to the cask.
I say telepathically, take those.
I'm seeing how much they weigh. Yes, I think I will.
Give that room or that door a look-see, Lexi. I got you covered.
Alright, as you open this door, Lexi, you can see a long hall that stretches off. You are struck almost immediately by this very foul odor.
And this looks like bloody footprints down here.
Blood of some type, not necessarily footprints, but perhaps.
Looks like a torture room, maybe.
Something. Always follow the smell of death, eh?
No, that's actually not what you should do. Okay, where are you going anyway?
Couple more doors.
Brandel, it goes much further.
Oh, goodness. Del, we were
Well,
sniffing
right.
down this way.
Definitely think you were right. Whoa.
Can I listen at this door, Adam?
You can, yeah, give me a blind perception check. It is very quiet.
So, this looks like a torture chamber of some kind. I would say of the torture kind. There's not too many variants there.
Are these... I'm sorry, Adam, I wasn't looking at the map. Are these doors too? They're cells or something?
Yes, they look to be cell doors.
Anyone alive in there?
It's a good way to increase your lock picking skills if you just open those. What's there to find here? What would be here that is useful? I'm bored.
Is there anything in the cage there, Adam, as I cast light on my little quarterstaff and scan inside?
No, it looks to be an empty cell.
And same
Those
with this
doors,
one.
as you attempt to open them, Leopold, seem to be locked.
Ah,
I
Are they-
assume this one too. Sorry, Leo. This one
No,
is
you're
also empty. Okay,
Very
perfect.
similar, small 10 by 10 cell.
did those doors over here look different from the other ones? Like, are they bars or something like that?
You can technically see through them, but for the mechanical purposes of this, I had to block it off so you couldn't just open it. It looks to be a larger cell. You can't see the entire room to the west. The south one looks to be just a 10 by 10 cell.
If anyone's alive in there, speak up. We're going to move on otherwise.
You hear no response.
Can you open it?
I probably could with a few minutes.
Well, locked doors are more interesting than torture rooms.
I guess getting closer to this door and kind of peering around, do I see anything?
Based on your passive perception, no. Again, it looks to be an empty, larger cell.
I think it's clear. I think it's just empty. I don't know who or what was in here before, but they're not here now.
Well, we've cleared this direction, so
Right.
we did what we meant to do.
All right, let's go. I'm bored. Now remember, at any time, I could see in my mind's eye up ahead. So let me know when you think would be an opportune moment.
Maybe, I don't know. It's probably not a terrible idea, honestly.
It'll last an hour. But I don't sense an opportune moment yet.
Is that not the truth?
I'm starting to get a little frustrated about how nice and big this place is.
Yes, actually, Ranvan, I was thinking the same thing. Who made this wonderful labyrinth of beautiful hallways? And look at that library.
Look at this sunken lounge here.
Yes, look at the wonderful texturing on that couch. I'm moving in.
What is this?
Let's do it, Brandel. Let's just live here.
That is a
Live out
large
your days.
statue of a hand there, Alexi.
There isn't anything peculiar about this statue. Doesn't look like something might fit inside of it in the hand or anything like that.
Give me a blind insight check. You don't necessarily think that something fits there, but it does seem peculiar that this hand is just out in the middle of this opening.
I feel like I've seen this statue before.
Yes, it was in the main chapel. Does it look like it mechanically emerged? So something clicked when you knelt, and I still haven't figured out why.
I don't know. Let's maybe keep an eye out and see if there's anything that might fit with the hand.
What about that orb that you found? Is it?
Oh, yeah. Put your little your orb with the circles or the lines on it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But if it's destroyed, you owe me 250 gold pieces.
All right.
Take it out of those lunches you owe me for a month straight.
Oh, you're still on about that, huh?
Yeah, you think just because I died, the bet was off?
Yeah, absolutely. That's clearly not even have to be enumerated in the clause. It's assumed.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'll take that boned orb and place it in the palm.
It rests easily in the palm. It's fairly large, the hand, so yeah, the orb just kind of rests there, but you see no impact or no effect.
Now, science experiments are always fun, and I'll take it back.
There might be still something that makes more sense, or Leo's gonna give it a high five.
Hey, Adam,
So
I'm gonna...
hang on one sec, just to clarify there, Leopold. When you say high five, you're hitting the palm of the hand?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, your hand smacks into the palm.
Well, yeah. We'll just keep an eye out for something that might go in there.
Hey, Adam, did anyone downstairs have black gloves on while they were fighting us?
Yes, everybody that you've encountered so far has had black gloves.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my black gloves,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take the orb and put it in the palm.
Nothing happens.
All right, does the orb react to my black gloves?
It does not.
I got an idea. I'm gonna sit on it.
So you're sitting in the palm of the hand?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you sit there. It's not particularly comfortable. It's made out of stone, so you kind of sit there and you're kind of, I imagine, like almost antsy, moving around a little bit here and there. You're not able to really get comfortable.
Then I'm just gonna lock up with my eyes really wide.
Yeah, and when I do wand of detect magic, it's to detect magic spell, right? So it lasts 10 minutes or whatever it is, right?
Well, if it says you can cast the spell from the wand, then yes, it would operate just like casting it regularly.
That's the thing. I don't think it does.
If you want to post the text, I can tell you better.
To type that in, it's going to take me like 20 minutes. You have no idea how long it takes me to type the journal. I suck at typing.
You don't have it just posted on your sheet somewhere? Was it Wand of Magic Detection?
I have it right, yeah. So here it is.
Yeah, so while holding it, you can expend 1 charge as an action to cast the Detect Magic spell from it.
Oh. Okay.
So yes, it would operate just like casting Detect Magic.
All right, let me pop that up. I'm going to do a charge on that.
Each of these lights you detect as magical.
I'm sorry. Which lights? There's lots of lights.
Every light you can see.
Oh.
The magic on your companions, of course, lights up as magical. The hand, I would say, lights up as magical. And within 60 feet, I think that's everything.
What about my gloves?
They are not magical.
All right, I'm going to go... Guys, I'm going here and maybe take a step down these stairs while my wand is glowing.
Have like 15 movies.
And from there, what do I see?
Nothing else registers as magical.
All right, do I get... the lights, I'm assuming, is probably evocation, but what am I seeing from the hand?
Evocation.
Interesting. Can I do a check now that I have that knowledge that it is magical to discern what it can do? The hand?
Give me a blind check. You have no clue.
Should I open this door, Frederick?
I'm sorry, I'm eating a ration. Do what you want, man. I got your back.
More pizza. Oh, to be young again.
You attempt to open the door, Del, but find that it's locked.
We have to
Let's
activate this
smash.
hand.
Evocation magic. That is the one that shoots you with fire and ice and thunder, right? Maybe we don't activate that one.
Brendel, go look at that door. Tell us if it's got any magical traps on it.
In the boiler room.
Okay, I'm within range.
You do not detect any magic on the door.
I'm gonna touch the statue with the Asmodeus ring that brands it.
Are you touching the palm of the hand of the statue?
Yeah.
It does not brand, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Adam, can I just grab one of the fingers? Like, try to see if they're a lever?
As you
Crank on
touch
some of the fingers?
one of the fingers, Frederick, you notice the tip of that finger that you touch suddenly lights up.
Ah! Yes!
Figured it out. Alright. I'm gonna try another one. Can I
It
touch
lights
another
up
finger?
as well.
Ha! I figured it out. I get whatever treasure comes out of here is mine.
Ours.
Let me get 30 feet back. Hold up.
Del touch this one.
No, dang
The
it,
third
Dale.
one lights up, Del.
Alright, I'll touch the other two since we're in this together.
All right. As you touch the last one, you notice with all 5 of these fingers now alight, you hear the sound of movement. As Ranvan, you notice there's almost like this shaking of dust, perhaps, to your west, as this part of the bookcase seems to open.
Oh,
That-
Ranva,
that's
what do you
something in
see?
Here.
Oh. Haha.
Good job, Frederick.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
pulled its fingers.
Wait, hold up. Come on, this is a library. You can't expect me to rush through here without, like, taking a peruse.
Your
Ranvan-
soul is quite literally at stake, Brendo.
Ah, these books.
You can read
Ranvan
later.
looks in and then turns around and says, "Why does this place keep getting nicer? I don't. Where do they find the money for this?"
Dell, as you enter this passageway, stepping into this room, you suddenly see and feel this sort of shimmering around you. Ranvan, you can see there's this area of the door where the bookcase is. You can see almost like a thickening of an opaque substance seemingly splitting this area. Ranvan or Dell, is there anything that you do immediately?
Can I grab Dell and pull him back?
Is that what you'd like to try to do? Put your hand through this substance, grab onto Dell, and try to pull him backwards?
I think so.
Dell, do you resist being pulled back if that works?
Nope. That
All
would
right.
actually try to go back through the door.
All right, so as this is occurring, yes, Ranvan, you grab onto Dell, pull him backwards pretty quickly. I will unlock the token, so that move actually works. And yes, you can see this sort of thickening. It's kind of like building up, but as you pull Dell back through and he's in this room, you notice it kind of slowly fades away.
Ranvan will turn to the group and go, "Well, that was crazy." And then he'll step to the side a little bit and he'll be like, "Here, Silver, come here."
Well, let me have a look. What's magical in my detection here, Adam?
You do not detect any magic.
So then I won't be able to spell any magic.
It disappeared. I think you missed that. Didn't it, Adam? It like dropped down and then faded away.
So there was this sort of thickening of this opaqueness. So there's not necessarily a substance there, but it almost looks that way. As think of it looking through like foggy glass, right? Like this area started appearing suddenly, and as Ranvan grabs Dell, pulls him back through, it just disperses.
What does the floor look like?
In this room right here, it's like rich velvet red carpet.
I mean, if I was gonna summon a demon, it would be in an area like that. I mean, it looks nice in there.
But why would a secret door that we have already cleverly discovered be trapped with this gaseous form? Without maybe there's a disarming trigger in this room.
I mean, perhaps. I mean, you could try to pull on some things, but maybe it's, most magic traps, I know a cleric. Her name is Larissa. I haven't introduced you to her yet. She's a tiefling. She's really cool, but she's got a spell where she can like put a ward on the floor, and certain things trigger it.
So then the person who triggered it would just dispel it and walk through the door.
Maybe. I mean, it's a possibility, of course.
I wouldn't trap this door unless I could dispel it. In my mind, I'd forget I've done it.
Well, that's true.
Maybe we should send someone in to see if it'll happen again, and we should pick someone fairly. Something like whoever has the most legs.
Well, or Dell.
Or myself,
Now,
because I
as
can
you
just...
step through, you notice the same effect happening once again, as there's this thickness that starts to build up between this area. Is there anything that you do immediately?
I tie a rope to my waist and toss it into the room.
All right, so you grab a rope out of your backpack, you start looping it up, you start tying it around your waist. Ranvan, is there anything you're doing immediately?
I don't think I'm ready for him going in.
I'm sorry, say again?
Sorry, I was eating. I don't think I'm ready for him to go in, so I don't do anything.
Okay, fair enough.
I wasn't expecting
You weren't
him to
prepared.
go in.
Got it. All right, so yes, as you notice this thickening gets thicker, Dell, you notice suddenly it becomes so thick that the rest of you guys cannot see through this anymore, as it is just simply blocked off. Dell, you notice a form suddenly begins to appear in this area here. It sort of wavers from nothingness and suddenly becomes physical.
Okay.
Well, guys, oh my god, I can't dispel it. It's not magical.
As it does so, I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative order, just in case that becomes important. Okay, Leopold, so as you see this thickening occur, you are the first to react. What would you like to do?
Is the rope still going through?
So you notice as Dell pulled this rope from his backpack, started tying it around his waist, is when this thickening occurred, and suddenly you can no longer see through there any longer.
Okay, so the rope didn't actually make it across the threshold. I think the first thing Leo's going to do is going to come over here and try and push past this barrier.
As you step up and try to push on this, it feels solid, even though it looks like, the bookcase is obviously pulled back. There's no necessarily wall there, but it's almost like you're hitting on this area that's very difficult to focus on. It's just almost like, think of it almost like a really foggy glass, perhaps. And like you hit on it, it doesn't feel like glass. It almost doesn't really feel like anything, but yes, your hand is stopped.
So I'm going to use my action and search around here to find a trigger or button that's going to turn that off.
Okay, so you're going to use your action to investigate then. So go ahead and throw me a blind investigation check.
All right. Pretty sure I'm going to flash of genius this. Because I'm going to flash of genius that.
All right, I think we've got that built in for you, so you should be able to just click it, burn a usage, and it will throw the mod up there. Maybe we didn't build that one in for you. Just deduct one then. So. What is this?
Yep, I got it. +5.
Okay, yeah, so you spend 6 seconds looking around here. You see several books on the bookshelves. You're kind of, pushing past them real quick, looking for any kind of buttons, anything like that, but no, you do not find one.
Last question. As this barrier was thickening, what did it look like? Was it like a fog or a mist coming in, or is it just...
No, there was like nothing there, and then as he stepped through the first time, maybe you took a glance out of it. Again, it's hard to describe. It's not really a mist. Don't think of it as like rolling in. Just think of it as though you're looking clear, straight. You can see right through this doorway into this other room. As he steps through, it's almost like your vision is hampered, where you can't really see as well. It starts getting foggy a bit. It starts getting unfocused. And this seems to get worse and worse until it becomes a simple visual block.
Okay. Next up, bonus action. Silver's going to run over here. She's going to try and bite this barrier with her teeth.
She can't get her teeth into it. Like, she definitely butts her face to it, but it's perfectly straight, so she can't really get teeth onto it.
Is that a flavor way of saying you cannot attack it, or is...
That's a flavor way of saying the attack does nothing.
Okay. Then she's going to move back. Stay out of the way. I think that's my turn.
All right, go ahead and end your turn. We will move to Frederick's turn.
I've seen Brandol cast his Wall of Force. Does this remind me of that spell, Adam?
Wall of Force is actually invisible. This, I guess, as far as the effect, you might think of that as very similar, but it's certainly not invisible. This is literally blocking vision.
And with my, knowledge of Arcana and, my history, seeing Leopold's magic, Ranvon's magic, all the different magic, do I believe this to be a magical trap, or do I believe this to be more of like a mechanical trap?
I mean, you certainly didn't see anything mechanical. You would have to assume it's magical.
Okay. I don't really have anything. I'm gonna shout through to. I'm gonna connect to Dell in my mind and say, I guess I'll use my action so I can speak a little bit longer and say, hey, we're stuck on the other side. I think we'll try to dispel this and get through. What do you see?
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
Dell, you could respond.
So in here, real quick, you said, is it still hard to see, or did it materialized into that?
You actually cannot see through it anymore. When you look in that direction, think of it as though you're seeing all of the colors from past the wall all congealed together, and you can't focus on anything past there. So you can't even tell that there's anybody on the other side. You don't even know if your companions are there. You're just seeing a lot of red and grays and in like a weird prism.
But that's the doorway. But what about the room? Sorry.
Yeah, the room looks exactly as you see. So you can see this
Okay.
red stone ground, this elevated dais with the handprint on it, and obviously this figure standing there.
I'll respond. There's a creature standing on a dais.
Jellyface?
It might be Thavius Krieg.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Is
Adam,
he looks wormish, like a big fat worm.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say that out loud, and you guys kind of see me hike up my robe a little bit, and like I'm holding myself in like a near sprint motion, and I'm going to dash into the room. If the door opens before my next turn, Adam, that's what I'm gonna hold my turn.
All right, so you're ready in action to move if you can get through, if it becomes obvious that you can get through. All right, we move to Brandil's turn.
Okay, so my detect magic's obviously pinging this as a magical effect.
It is not.
Well, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the effect.
Sure, which level would you like to use?
Up at the 4.
Okay, go ahead and roll a spell. What do they call this again? Ability check. So make an intelligence check.
I go public with that, or let's see.
Yeah, you can.
So just the word intelligence on my sheet, right?
Yes.
I'm going to inspiration that.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll.
Oh my god.
It is not dispelled.
All right. Move back here. And my turn.
Okay, Lexi.
Okay. I'm gonna run back up here, fly up here, and fly to the hand, and touch one of the fingers and see if it'll go dark.
It does not. It remains lit.
Okay. I will head back down.
All right, Dell, inside the room, what would you like to do?
Seeing the barrier, I'm just gonna drop the rope, and I'm gonna take a step to there, and Dell will call out. What do I call you?
And you see this big, wide mouth opens even wider still. It seems to cover his entire face. And as he looks towards you, he says, Master.
I call no creature master.
And you see the grin just stays there as he looks at you very hungrily.
Okay. I'm gonna take the dodge action,
Okay.
and that will end my turn. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. As you sort of turtle up here, trying to defend yourself from any potential attacks, you're going to notice as he looks at you very intently, and you're going to feel your mind being racked. And I will need you to make an intelligence saving throw. All right, you managed to succeed on the save, so you will suffer half of this damage. So it'll be 12 points of psychic damage as all of these thoughts sort of go ripping through your mind. From there, you will see he is going to pull out from his side this long flowing whip, and you see he just kind of flashes it out there as he will strike from where he's at right towards you. Go ahead and make a defensive roll at advantage. All right, the first one will indeed miss as a second one comes flashing in. Yes, you manage to defend against this one as well, and you hear this sort of chuckle from him as he flies with these little tiny wings to here. Ranvan.
So I know Del tied the rope around himself, and we can't get through the door on this side, but maybe it's one way. Can I pick up the rope that he threw in here and try and pull it?
He did not manage to get the rope to this side. As he pulled it out, started tying it around his waist. This is when the barrier manifested, and he was not able to get it through.
Oh, okay. Plan B, I'm going to move over here and start hitting the barrier with my mace.
All right, your mace bounces off the barrier with no effect.
Okay, well, that's me.
Okay, top of the round, Leopold.
When Leo searched here a moment ago, what was kind of his radius? Just his 5-foot square, basically.
Pretty much in 6 seconds, yeah.
Can I search while Ranvan's standing over there? Actually, yeah. I'm gonna go to this square and I'm gonna search around here.
Okay, another blind investigation.
Yep.
Again, aside from some books here, a lot of dust, some loose sheets of paper that seem to be almost like bookmarks in these various books, you find nothing else of interest.
Boy, I'm gonna have. I'm not gonna have Silver do anything. She's gonna dodge. That's my turn.
Okay, Frederick.
All right, I'm gonna step forward by the bookcase and seeing Ranvan's distressed face and smacking his mace, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I'll say, "Oh, Ranvan, are you ready to save a friend?" And I'm going to cast Dimension Door, and I'm going to name out loud the other side of this door.
Okay, and your intention here is to try to teleport yourself and Ranvan?
I'm going to take us both if possible, yes.
Ranvan, do you allow this to occur?
Yeah, I will. I don't think I know what's happening, but if Frederick, I'm not going to resist.
Okay, yeah, so you suddenly Dimension Door and appear on the other side along with Ranvan.
Don't throw up! Oh, God, you are an ugly son of a...
Okay, Brandel.
I'm going to move up there, and you see him press on his temples, and he's going to just verbally say the word... I'm gonna choose here carefully. I'm gonna say the word, what was it, Isabad, whatever we were told. I'm gonna say that word as I cast this spell.
Seems to have no effect.
It must be a different name. Maybe it is Thavius Krieg. I'll step back.
Lexi.
I'm just gonna take a look around the room.
All right, so in one turn or one round, which is 6 seconds for your turn, it would be you can investigate, much like Leopold's doing, a specific square if you like, and that would be an investigation check. So is there a particular area you're trying to search for something?
Yeah, I'll hop up on the couch and look at the books behind the couch on that space.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and throw me a blind check, and I will take investigation from you and see if you locate anything. No. Again, a lot of different books. You don't really have much time here to read the books. You're kind of just looking through covers, looking through spines, seeing if anything jumps out to you here, but this is like old, dusty books. It seems quite boring material, in fact.
Okay, and can I ask what this thing on the table is again?
Yes, you can. That looks to be a large hookah. So you notice there's like this thing that kind of comes off the front of it. You think of that almost as like a smoking pipe.
Oh, cool.
All right, Dell, your turn.
All right. 30 feet to there.
All right, you ascend the stairs to get up next to him.
And then I'm going to strike him with my Sunblade. I am going to smite on a hit.
First attack misses. Second attack does connect as you bring the blade down on his chest.
Alright, so I am going to max this out. So hold on, let me figure. So we got first level is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to use a fourth level slot, which will be 5. But if it's a fiend, I get 6.
He is indeed
right?
a fiend, yes.
Okay.
All right, as your blade strikes down upon him, obviously wounding him, you see he almost laughs in response.
And then I'm going to drop a spiritual weapon behind him.
Okay,
Bonus
action,
action.
spiritual weapon. Yes, that will connect as well. Alright, go ahead and post your damage for that spiritual weapon. Alright, yes, that smacks into him, obviously hurting him as well. Alright, the creature himself's turn. He is going to... let's see, looking towards Dell here. Actually, I think instead what he's going to do is he's going to look over towards Frederick. Frederick, as he looks towards you, you see he casts a spell. And I will need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie, Adam. For all my saves, I get a +1 because of that Cloak of Protection. I haven't built it in yet, but just telling you now.
Okay. All right, so that will be a failure as you... Okay.
Once I know it's a failure, then I can roll this. So let me try it out. Big money, no whammies.
That will still be a failure. And you find that you are now considered to be charmed by him.
Oh, I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. I guess that doesn't matter in that situation, huh?
This is not... post whatever it is that you have that says that, because this is not necessarily charm. It's like a side effect of it. Okay, yeah, no, I would say this would apply, but even with advantage, if we took that from your advantage roll, it still wouldn't help you out here. Okay, so this is considered to be charmed. So let me just double check here real quick. Okay, so essentially it can tell you what it wants you to do, and you must do the best you can to obey. So it is going to tell you to cast spells against Dell, trying to bring him down. From there, you're going to notice he will then use these little tiny wings that you're kind of surprised even that would these actually work, and he is going to fly. Dell, you can take an opportunity attack here if you wish.
I will. I'm going to use Booming Blade.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna use the helmet to give him the extra attack on that.
All right, go ahead and burn
I wanted
that.
to say it.
Yes, that will indeed connect. Okay, that will strike him. No resistances to thunder, so that will go through, hurting him. He will then fly away, so feel free to roll the extra booming blade damage.
Yep. I got it. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
He will fly to that corner.
So that's an additional 3d8, right? Or no, I rolled 3d8, so then
At this level, it would be one more, so 48.
48. Okay. Oh, you mean 4 total? Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, so he will fly to that corner, and we move to Ranbot.
That didn't make him drop the spell effect that's on Frederick.
It did not.
It's got all these high-level awful spells I don't know about. So I'll turn around real quick. Is there like a button or something I can see to open up this doorway?
On a quick glance, without spending your action, no.
Oh, okay. I think I'll spend the action to do it. We need them in here.
Give me a blind check to see as you look around here, looking for anything like that.
Does he have to make 2 because I hit him and then he moves and then he gets an additional damage dealt? So would it be 2 or is it just 1 complete?
No, yeah, that's a good point. So it'd be 2 separate applications of damage. So yeah, I'll roll a second one. He still does not drop it. Ranbon, you spend your action here looking for any kind of button or anything that would cause this barrier to drop, but you do not find anything.
Okay. So what do I have left? Just a bonus action?
If you have a bonus action to take, sure.
Yeah, I want that concentration to drop, so I'm gonna move. Actually, let me check the range on this. I can do it from here, so I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, sure. Spiritual Weapon will indeed connect as it strikes into him. Remind me, does Bluff Strikes doesn't apply to that, right?
I don't think so. I'm gonna find the token for Spiritual Weapon. I'll let you read that.
He does not drop concentration. Yeah, so cantrips or weapon attacks, so that would be neither.
Okay, yeah. So I'll bring this in here and hit him with it. Does that roll the hit when it first comes out?
Yep, yeah, I already applied the damage to him as well.
Okay, sweet. That's me.
All right, top of the round, Leopold, Brandel, Lexi. As you guys are over here, curious, wondering what's going on, trying to think of what would be best to do here, you do seem to recall when you first came in here, there was a set of double doors that likely led into this room, but that would be back towards the entrance. Not saying you have to do that, just that's what your characters would probably think after a couple of rounds frantically looking around. Leopold, your turn.
Boy, that's a long run.
It's either that or I can disintegrate it if it's a wall of force. But he's concentrating, and wall of force is a concentration. So he can't
How
be
do you
concentrating
know
on
he's
two things.
concentrating?
Because I'm a high level player.
Tell you what, can I pull out my Wand of Secrets and use it?
Sure, yeah. If you have that text, go ahead and post that.
I don't think I kept it. Hold on.
If not, I can just look it up real quick.
I was going to put it as a thing on my sheet, and I forgot. Here we go. It's coming.
Yeah, so as you use this as an action, the opened back of this bookcase lights up as though it is a secret door.
All right. I guess actually, I'm gonna go right here. There. The silver. It's gonna keep pace. Yep.
All right, Frederick. So you've been
Hold, real quick. I cast spiritual weapon at level 3. I think it's missing 1d8 of damage on it.
level 3 does not updo the damage. It's every other level that would up the damage.
Wow, I didn't know there were any spells that work like that.
Yeah, spiritual weapon is one of them. So, again, playing appropriately here, Frederick, you've been told to use your most potent abilities. He's asking you to take Dell down. So I will reasonably take what you think that means, but I would say cantrip certainly is not it.
Oh, well, I mean, in Frederick's mindset, whenever he's attacking to take somebody down, well, he'll use his triple Eldritch Blast attack. I mean...
Do you have any more potent spells that you would use if you're really trying to take somebody down?
I mean, yeah, my level 6 Sunbeam, but, I mean, that would kind of be overkill.
You feel like you really want to protect this guy, so you want to break out the big guns.
Then how about I Guiding Bolt him at 3rd level? Does that sound appropriate?
I would say that's a fair enough compromise, sure. Oh,
And
boy. All right, go ahead and roll a Radiant crit as your Radiant Bolt strikes out at Dell.
I do want to go on record, as his wording is, use spells to bring him down. He didn't say powerful, he just said spells.
He has a telepathic link to you, and he can constantly speak to you at all times, so he's reiterated. All right, so this is a true crit, so this would be 31 plus 6, 37 points of damage as this Radiant Bolt strikes Dell and then circles Dell with some highlighting energy. All right.
You said 37?
Let's see, 31 plus, yes, 37. Okay, Brandel's turn.
Okay, so I'm just confused as a player.
I mean, he told you can run all the way around to get to the other doors. I think that's probably you guys' only bet.
Oh, I can cast Disintegrate, but it can't be a wall of force because that's concentration. It could be something else. And Disintegrate would... I don't know, let me read it. It says it's only on wall of force. And I'm confused, Adam, because it wasn't saying it's magical. Wouldn't I know if it's magical with my detect magic, or am I missing something?
The wall is not detecting magic to you through your wand of magic detection. So it's not, I mean, just from my input, it sounds like you're trying to metagame a little bit to try to figure out what's going on here. I would say just try to put yourself in Brandel's viewpoint. What do you think Brandel would actually do in this scenario?
No, I'm not metagaming. I realize I have detect magic. I assume that it would
things like, oh, he's concentrating, so it can't possibly be that. That's literally the definition of metagaming.
Yeah.
So, like I said, just put yourself in Brandel's head right now. What do you think Brandel would actually do? Seeing out of Brandel's eyes, he saw this barrier suddenly appear. It blocked off. He saw his ally's dimension door go presumably to the other side. What would Brandel do in this situation?
Yeah, I'm not metagaming with the con save so much. I'm literally confused why detect magic wouldn't detect a magic spell.
And that's a very good question, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do this on the barrier.
Okay, so you cast Disintegrate on this barrier, and it seems to have no effect.
All right, move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now, in my turn.
All right, move to Lexi on the couch.
Okay, Lexi's gonna fly right here, take a giant hit off that hookah, and then she's gonna...
So keep in mind, Lexi, even though you can't see it, remember, as I said, from down here, you can't see up here, but if you're trying to fly up here, of course, you could just fly that way. If you want to do that, let me know, and I will obviously just move your token.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, so that would take you, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to get up to here.
Okay, and then she's gonna use the rest of her action to start dashing towards the door. So I don't know if I think that's another 100 feet.
If your fly speed 60, yes, you would have, if you're dashing, you'd have 100 left, yep.
So I can't measure on my laptop how far that is, and I don't want to.
No worries, I gotcha. I assume you're heading this way is the direction you believe you need to go, so that would be 100 feet.
Oh, perfect. There. Yep.
Look at that. It's literally right at the end of the way you could go.
Easy peasy. Thank you.
Sure enough. All right. All right. So do you want me to slide you over there as well, Lexi?
Oh, sorry. Yes, please.
Okay. We move to Dell's turn. Dell currently standing on the staircase here and circled by this glowing energy.
Dell's gonna go to here, and I am going to twin spell Heroism on Ranbon and Frederick.
Okay. Okay, yep, so you twin spell that. Go ahead and burn your sorcery points for that. You touch the two of them. You're now concentrating on heroism. And was this just at level 1, right?
Yeah, but I twin spelled it, so they both get it. So my modifiers +5.
All right, so you both gain 5 temporary HP, and you are immune to being frightened.
And then I will move my spiritual weapon 20. I think I moved 30 to get there, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. Frederick, you're going to hear in your head... actually, he's going to attack first, then tell you in your head what he wants you to do. So let me roll this. Okay, so Dell, he is going to look at you with this very focused look, and I will need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Yes, you will succeed on this, suffering no damage, as this does not have a half damage rider on it. So as he looks at you very intently, no damage suffered there. He is then going to fly to here with these little tiny wings that seem to be particularly adept. Once he gets here, he is going to lash out with that whip a couple of times. So, Del, I will need a defensive roll, please. Let's see, double checking his modifiers. Yes, that is going to connect. As it strikes into you, you're going to get hit by the whip, and then you're going to feel this tremendous force behind the whip as well, as you suffer 17 points of damage. That will drop you to the ground. He will then take his second attack on Ranvan. Ranvan, that will hit you as well. And once again, you feel this like slash of the whip as the whip itself connects, and then you feel this tremendous amount of force behind it. So that is going to be 25 total points of damage. Now, telepathically, Frederick, he is going to tell you, take down or disable the other one. And then he will fly to there. Ranvan, your turn.
Okay. I think we are. I'm gonna try and shake Frederick out of this if I can.
Okay, meaning that you're just basically going to try to grab upon his body and like actually shake him?
I think this is one of those ones that probably breaks if you hurt them, right? But I don't want to deal too much damage to them. Can I like do an unarmed attack at him?
Sure, yeah. You're basically just trying to punch him?
Yeah, deal very minimal damage so that he can break
Yeah,
out.
it would just be strength damage if you manage to hit. So, unarmed strike, you probably don't have that built into your sheet, so just roll a d20 and add your strength mod to see if you hit.
I'll just click the mace and we'll use my strength minus the mace.
Okay, yeah, that works.
And no blessed strikes.
So, yes, I would say that would hit. So, and your strength modifier is 4. So, Frederick, you suffer 4 points of damage, but unfortunately, you don't notice that this shakes him out of anything.
Okay, that was dumb then.
Well, actually, I'm sorry, I'm reading this last part. Frederick, make another save. This is kind of a weird rider. I thought it would say only if they take damage from you or your allies, not from the other people. But yes, Frederick, go ahead and make another
damage
save.
period. Torn protects.
All right, as you are punched, you come back to your senses.
Oh, why is Dale there?
So you don't have any lost memory or anything. You know you were controlled by this spell, and you know exactly what you did.
Yeah, but I'm playing it off.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I could get Dell back up with a healing word, but he's very likely to go down again, so I'll just use my bonus action to move the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'll go figure it 20 feet. Okay. To right here. And then I guess I will move here and end my turn and pray.
All right, top of the round, Leopold.
Haste on myself. So, double movement speed. So that's 15. There's 30. Then another 30 is the end of my regular movement. We're going to use my hasted action to dash.
So with haste, when you just take your normal speed, it would be 60. So you used an action to cast, then you move 60 as your movement, right?
Right.
Okay, got it. Now you're taking the extra dash action.
Yes. So I'm going to go down here. 50. And then 10 more right there. And okay, so that's that. I cannot find Silver. If you could move Silver 80 feet, because she's going to dash right after me, I'd appreciate it.
Sure thing.
I can't see her.
She comes scampering down the hallway.
Perfect. I think that is my turn.
Okay, Frederick, no longer affected by this.
No longer infected, not infected, but affected indeed. So you guys see, Frederick definitely looks, he looks peeved for sure. What does he want to do? I think all of my heals are. Sorry, I'm just rereading Healing Light. Oh, nope. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap my fingers and use Healing Light. I'm going to use both of my last dice for it, for Dell, as a bonus action.
Okay.
So that'll at least get him back up.
All right, so Dell will be restored for 7 and come back with 1 level of exhaustion.
And then I'm going to raise my hand up to him and say, that was unnecessary. And I'm going to cast Sunbeam directly at his face.
All right, go ahead and give me a spell effect roll. Notice how you break out the big spell on this guy.
Hey, I critical hit level 3 guiding bolt. I think that was a good one.
All right, so that will affect him. So he will take that radiant damage, and I'm reading the chart real quick.
I do believe he is blinded until my next turn. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, so he'll get blasted by this radiant light, be wounded by this, and yes, it does indeed look as though he is blinded.
And then I know that no one in the room can see this, but I'll still say it. If you guys remember back in the day when Frederick was first casting spells and his skin would eat away as he was casting spells, when he cast Sunbeam, you see like it rapidly eats away at his arm, but he kind of holds onto it with his left hand because of the power of the spell. And then as he finishes off the brilliant beam, it just kind of a mote of energy kind of floats in his hand, and he just holds it. You can see he's like visibly sweating from casting it. No, end his turn.
All right, over to Brandel.
All right, Brando says, I think I will fly. He's going to cast fly on himself.
Okay, that's your action.
Feet of movement, and I'm going to bonus action shove Silver ahead 5 feet.
All right, I'm sure she won't resist that.
Nope.
Okay, move to Lexi's turn.
Alright, Lexi's gonna whoop. Oh, right there. And 30, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she'll dash.
All right, you fly into the room, Lexi.
Okay. And she will stop right there. Say, greetings!
You notice this creature is like blinking its eyes pretty rapidly as though it's having a hard time seeing. Okay, Della currently prone, back to consciousness.
Okay, so I'll stand up, half my movement. So, for Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, does it need to be on the dirt because the hand comes out of the ground, or is this carpet acceptable?
Yeah, I would say you can bring it out of the carpet.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Okay.
I'm going to move half my movement here to just get closer, and then
All right, give me a spell effect roll to see if this affects him. Okay, you notice as the hand reaches out, you would think it should grab onto him, but it does not.
All right. Don't have any bonus actions a ton, so that'll end my turn.
All right, on his turn, so he is blind until the end of his turn, I believe this is what the spell said. Just doing a quick double check here. Oh, until the end of your next turn. So he's blinded until the end of Frederick's next turn. Okay, so he does not like being blind in this area with all you guys getting here. So he is going to fly. He will fly out to here. You can hear some commotion. He will continue flying.
How does he know the door's open?
He would have heard it come in or heard it open when Lexi came through. So blinded, yeah, it's basically you're gonna have disadvantage on most of the stuff, but it doesn't make it where you like don't know where you're at, for example. All right, we'll move to Randon's turn.
Okay, I'm just going to walk over and pump a heal into Dell. Just cannot have him go down again. For 70 HP and 8 radiant damage.
All right, nice. So Dell, yes, you feel supercharged by that healing.
And I will move my spiritual weapon 20 feet this way, even though I'm not 100% sure it's going to matter much anymore, and I'll step over here.
Okay, Leopold's turn.
I was looking away, but I imagine he went up this hallway. Is that where he went? I was reading, so I didn't see where he actually was flying around, which Leo would have.
Typing it to you.
Got it. Okay. Wait, hold on. That was how far? Okay. Yeah. And can I go right here?
Leopold, as you step into this space right here, you notice suddenly as the ground gives away from you, opening into a pit.
Boy, did we not discover that the last time?
All right,
Wow.
and with that, I will need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Leopold.
Okay. That little animation is very interesting. Does he give me any extra?
I think it might be like +2 to dex. Double check, it's something on there.
Advantage on dex.
Okay, there you go, that works.
And yeah, does that work?
It does, yes. So I'm going to put you back 1. So basically, as you step in, you notice suddenly the floor giving way, and you hop backwards, suffering no effects.
All right. And then, am I able to clear this?
So right now, this would not be considered a running jump. So depending on your strength, I think you can only jump. What is it? Half your strength.
Yeah. So 5.
If your strength is 10, you'd be worried that you would not clear it.
So I think right here was where I was moving, and that was 50 feet of movement.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So he's gonna come back here. So I'm trying to figure out. So if I was going there, and that was 50. So this is 45. That's 40. Okay, so it's
So
at.
think of it as 50. You got to the ground where you started to fall. You hop back 5, so that'd be 55. So you'd have 5 left of your regular movement.
I think well, what I was meaning was this square right here. When I measured it out and I got there, that was at 50. So I think I'm at 40 feet of movement.
So if that was 50, you'd be at 45 when you step on the trap, and then 50 to jump backwards 1 step, and where you're at now would actually be 2 steps away from the trap.
Yes.
So that would be 55 where you're at right now.
Okay. Gonna use my extra action to dash.
Okay.
And start heading back up here, clearing the thing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna see him, and I'm gonna say hello. Do I want? I'm gonna use a regular attack on him. So, yep. Oh, these are not an advantage.
Actually, they are, because he is blind.
Oh, right. So they are advantage.
So that attack will hit and wound him.
Okay, and then I'm gonna arcane jolt him.
Okay.
That. Oh, that's terrible. 4 extra force damage, and then I'm gonna. Let's see. Since I'm at advantage, I'm gonna sharpshooter him this time. So here we go.
Second attack will also connect.
Awesome.
You can tell you're hurting him, but you can't tell how hurt he is.
Okay. Then I'm gonna jump back over this pit.
So remember, 10-foot running jump to be able to clear it. So you need to basically move up to here to then get your 10-foot running jump across.
Okay.
So it's just 5 extra movement than what you were thinking.
Yep, that's fine. And he's gonna go right here.
All right, you hop up on the table.
Bonus action, Silver is still running towards me wherever she's at. I got her. She's gonna dash. She's gonna get right here. Okay, done.
All right, she hops up on the table next to you, Frederick.
Okay, knowing this guy is trying to dip on us, I move to one of our more faster players, and I put my hand in between Lexi's wings, and I say, "All right, Lexi, your turn. Ready to ride?" I'm going to cast this one at him, and I'm going to describe that direction. I don't know how to put that in spell terms, but 65 feet forward and a little bit to the right.
Okay, yeah, I would say that works. So as you pop there, you hit a place that is already occupied. And let's see, so if you're already occupied, you and any creature traveling with you each take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you. So each of you guys can roll 4d6 damage upon yourself, and the spell fails.
Right here?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. I should have just gone straight. I can't see nothing. That was just a guess. Alright, I'll roll 4d6. Son of a bitch.
All right, so Lexi, 11 force damage, 8 for Frederick.
I'm just going to look at her and say, well, that's never happened before.
That was fun, but it hurt a little.
Alright, I maintain my concentration, which is good. But I moved 15, so I guess I'll just walk the rest of the way like a loser.
Using the old feet. All right, Brandal's turn.
Alright, I've counted 55 to here. I'm going to say, where'd he go? To Leo.
North! And he's going to point at down the hall.
I go 60, and I'm going to cast, he puts his hands on his temples, he's going to cast this spell, and it's going to say the word Izabad.
It has no effect.
Okay, and then I end my turn.
Okay, Lexi's turn.
Okay. So he was up here.
He was at one point, yes.
Alright, I'll just try running towards where I think they are. Flying.
Out the door and to the right.
Leo's still pointing up to the north.
So Leo's beautiful hair brushed past the door.
I believe that's 60 feet so far for you, Lexi.
Alright, then I'll dash. I'll see you.
That's 35 feet. You notice that he is no longer blind, by the way.
Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna fly here and block the stairs.
Okay, you attempt to block the stairs. Alright, Dell's turn.
Alright, so I can't move the hand, so I'll just dismiss it.
Alright, you let go of concentration on Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Alright. 30 feet to there. Fade touch, Misty Step,
You're waking up.
bonus action,
Do you just want to switch to
30 feet to there.
This is an hour and a
Uh,
half. Let's just watch the quick now.
Action dash.
Leo's still pointing north.
There's 5. 15 and 90 total.
Alright, as you get to there, you notice that the floor just north of you is missing, and you can see a lot of spears sticking out of all of different intersections down below. The pit itself is about 15 feet down. Okay, Lexi, you're going to notice as he flies to here, he is then going to look at you very intently, and I will need an intelligence saving throw.
Great.
Nice. Okay, that will count as a... Did we say? I don't think we said fumbles on these, but that will certainly succeed. So, yes. Actually, you know what? This one does deal damage, so let's count that as a fumble. Go ahead and
Nice.
roll
Yeah.
a psychic fumble.
Yeah, remember that was the rule. If it deals damage, then we roll on the table.
Right. Or so, yeah, fumble spell, I guess is what it would be. Okay, so you notice that there's this obscuring bit of smoke here that will block this area in a 5-foot radius. So your space, his space. Wow, that actually worked in his favor. So yeah, so everything around here is blocked vision. So you won't be able to see him now, Lexi, as he flies past you. All right, yes, you hear the sound of these wings moving as he's flying past you. All right, we move to Ranvan's turn. So this is quickly going to become a chase, guys. So trying to move this along kind of quickly based on the amount of time we have left. If you have anything that's going to increase your speed dramatically, you know, might break that out. If you guys want to pull back, up to you.
Move, dash, and bonus action move spiritual weapon.
All right, Leopold's turn, top of the round.
Okay. 5, 10. So 10. It's 40.
All right, so as you get to here, Leopold, you see this big cloud of smoke that is covering this area. You cannot see through it.
Damn it. And he's going to run through it. I guess.
So how much total movement is that for you right there?
made me lose count, Adam. So let's go back here. So this is
That looks
10.
like 60 to me if you get just southwest of Lexi.
And there's 40. 50. And that's 60.
Okay, so you're outside of the smoke now. You see this ladder going up, and then you can see, you guys know that you came from this way, so you can see the ladder going up, but you do not spot him.
I am going to... Okay, looks like he's pretty much gone at this point. I don't think we can keep up the chase, so he's gonna actually use one of his hasted actions to dash and go back through the cloud.
Okay.
To down here. And then his main action he's gonna take is the dodge action.
Dodge, okay.
And Silver comes running as well.
Okay, so to try to speed this up a little bit, is there anything anybody's doing that's going to give them great movement or some way of hitting him from long distance, something like that?
Well, I was thinking to move 60, which would put me circa here. And if I'm flying. Mm-hmm. And if I did a psychic lance, it would incapacitate him and he wouldn't take any actions, which means he couldn't dash. So that may give us at least a turn of advantage.
So once you would get to there, Brenda, I would say you will not see him from there. There is a big cloud of smoke right by Lexi that's blocking vision.
But I'm going to say Thavius Craig this time.
Okay, so you're trying to cast this spell using the not have to see him version. So
yeah.
Go ahead and burn your spell slot, and unfortunately it does not work.
Hi guys, I tried.
Okay, anything else anybody's doing that can get them quick or do a long-range attack or something like that?
Everything I have that I'd have to see him. But Adam, being in this room alone, I know we want to expedite things and I don't want to take up too much time. Would I be able to take a second, slow down, and just look around? Does this look like what I believe to be a summoning circle in the area we were looking for to begin with?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna just rush outside.
I do have one thing I could do.
Sure, yeah, Rambo, what are you thinking?
Well, I could move off my turn.
All right, so I think at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and end combat. Again, if there's something specific that you guys want to do at this point, feel free to speak up. But being that this would be like a full round of no one being able to do anything in particular to catch him, I didn't hear anybody throw anything out that would make sense. That's what we're going to do. So you guys find yourself trying to regroup at this point in time after fighting this very odd-looking creature. You knew that you were hitting him several times. You could tell you were hurting him, but you did not know how hurt in total he was.
Can one of you cast Alarm? Is that a spell that you all have prepared right now?
Mm-mm.
I can do it as a ritual.
Is Alarm a ritual?
Yep, it has an R right next to it.
Sure it does. I'm thinking, Brandel, maybe Alarm here so that we know if and when he comes back.
A flying creature comes back.
Alarm. What's that spell?
It's a 20-foot cube. Alert you if ever a tiny creature touches or enters a warded area. So yeah, it's a cube. Yep.
All right, so safe to say you guys are spending a little bit of time here as you regroup and chat amongst yourselves about what the next course of action is. Within a minute, you would see that cloud of smoke dissipates.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
We can't continue like this. We're definitely going to die here, as Ranvon said.
And I'm assuming as you guys are crossing the trap, as long as you have the 10-foot reach or you're flying, of course, you get across it no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, now, to answer one of your questions, Leopold, go ahead and give me a blind insight check. I should say to potentially answer one of your questions. Yeah, do you maybe want to flash a genius that? I'll just throw it out there.
Okay. With that suggestion, I will.
All right, so you would fail this, but once you flash a genius, add 5 on top of this. You recall when you knelt on the hand and you heard the click sound, you put 2 and 2 together, that disabled the trap. But it only disabled it for so long. So as you guys were exploring, it essentially reactivated.
That makes sense. Well, the next time we go through here, we'll know.
I think we pretty much went in everywhere we could in here, right? Or was there more places to look?
There was still the other direction that we didn't go, where the archers were.
We also didn't explore the room that whatever that was came from at all.
This is true. And then where the hand was, there was 2 separate hallways that we didn't walk down either. I know you guys want to catch your breath and lick your wounds, but I think right now we may have an advantage.
Well, I have 1 chance to plan or bind right now, and I'm going to save it.
I want to just find this our circle that we need to find, and then I think we can safely rest.
I agree.
That creature materialized on the hand that you see in that room. You see the dais?
Oh,
Yeah, but did you check that? It was not the magic circle, right?
We didn't have time to check anything.
No.
And it was an assumption.
Leo's gonna take a look at that thing.
All right, now as you guys re-enter, based on the amount of time, did you cast the alarm spell ritual out there, Brandel?
Yeah, wherever Leo wanted me to put it.
So that was a 10-minute cast, right? So
Yeah.
1 action plus. Okay, so as you come back in, you're going to notice that this opaqueness, this barrier, is no longer here. All right, so as you re-enter this room, you're going to see this looks like a very elaborate room. You can see there's these sort of 2 stairways that lead up to this higher elevation. There's obviously this dais with this big handprint. There is a door on the east wall further to the north, and then there are these cabinets both on the north and south side of the room.
What about the circle, Leo? Do you want to take a look at it collectively? Is this it? It's not a circle.
Where?
Oh, this hand, right? Is that what you say the guy materialized on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dell said he appeared there.
Right here. This is where he appeared, where I'm standing.
Maybe don't stand there, Dev.
I've already walked through it, and I think Ranbon may have.
Oh, all right. Okay, then. And I think I heard Frederick did look at it, but maybe a trained arcanist will
I'll help
see
you,
something
Leo.
different.
Yeah, I'll help you.
All right, so whoever wants to take the lead can give me a blind check at advantage.
I think actually I'll help you, Brendel.
Oh, very well. That's excellent. Okay. Here's a blind check. It's probably fine.
You do not notice any kind of magical implications here, Brandel. This looks to be obviously in a very elaborate dais, and obviously you can tell the symbol of Asmodeus emblazoned upon it, but you don't think that there's any sort of a magical association with this area.
Yeah. That's right. It's a square, not a circle, so obviously.
Well, there's a door here, and these bookshelves. I'll be tempted not to look in the bookshelves.
So those are cabinets, Brandon, one on the north and one on the south, and you notice your companion Frederick already opened one of them. All right, Leopold, as you open this door, you notice a fairly elaborate-looking sort of study. The first thing that jumps out to you is sitting right on the center of this desk is a large black obsidian key.
It does jump out. Before you go in there, don't go in there.
What? Oh, what?
There's lots of traps. sort of thing. Can I look around at the floor and see if there's anything around this room that might
Trap-wise
be
is what you're looking for?
trap-wise,
Sure,
trappy?
yeah. Go ahead and throw me a blind investigation check as you search for traps.
Hey, did that combat last 10 minutes? How many rounds did we have? Oh, I
The
cast the
combat
spell.
didn't, but your ritual,
Yeah, yeah.
No, you do not find any traps here, Leopold. It looks safe.
It looks safe. I'll go first. Okay.
All right, you enter this room. You can see that there are 2 other doors branching off of this room, but like I say, the most prominent thing is this black key on the desk.
Well, Leo will take that and show everyone.
As you grab onto the black
Aw.
key, Leo, you can feel a heaviness to it, almost like there's a weightiness to it that's not necessarily associated with physical weight, almost like your soul is being weighed down.
Now, this is very important. It feels like a soul coin. It's a soul key. Yeah, I don't know if we want to take the time, but Brandel, you might maybe want to identify it, maybe. Let's see what's in these doors here first, and then we'll...
Yes.
All right, so in the essence of time, because I want to make sure next week is our final session here, what I'm going to suggest is you guys scan around here, find nothing else of interest. This key, you're quite correct here, Leopold, that you know this is going to very likely tie to something of great evil, perhaps something like a summoning circle. So is there anywhere other than, basically what I'm looking to do here is fast track you guys close to that end point, as we're right near the end of our session here, and I'd like us to pick up next week at a good point in time. Again, give us a full session to resolve anything outstanding. Is there any areas of this place that you were wanting to explore that you hadn't so far?
I think just where the archers ended up.
Okay, so you know that they are, if they're still there, assuming, you know, based on this time that you have spent, you know that they are barred behind this door. Is it your intent to try to break in there somehow?
Well, I think our intent would be to, if people have left and fled and they're barred up, we could probably take an hour short rest and then go to that area. That's what I suggest.
Well, if this cult was forced from Neverwinter, hiding out remote, and we were the ones that saved El Terrell, and then from your guys' story about your earlier days in Boulder's Gate, Randall, do you think that they would actually come back to this place once fleeing it?
Yeah, I would expect there to be very hard to recruit more armies. It took a long time to have this cult reinvigorated.
Yeah, based on how nice this place is, I think they're coming back.
I'm coming back.
Yeah,
It's
we're
big.
coming back.
It's big. It's well stocked. It's got.
So what you're saying is you want to turn this to a temple of Sylvanas?
Maybe.
Here's my problem. I would really like us to somehow get a long rest, because I feel like if we don't get that at this point, we've burned so much that doing the actual ritual is suicide, and we will all die during it.
Yeah, it's worth the risk to try to get a long rest because we're just going to die in front of a pit fiend.
And what I'll just throw out there is short rest, you think for surely you can pull that off. Again, only 1 hour downtime. Long rest, you certainly don't get the impression that it would be wise to take a long rest in here.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that is what we have to try and hammer out.
Yeah, we go up to the village and try to get a long rest somewhere. Otherwise, it is suicide.
No, I think it's more suicide for us to leave and try to long rest because they'll just fortify this place.
Do we still have the dome? Could we block off a door and try and long rest that way?
The dome?
Oh, what's that spell called?
Yeah, Liam's tiny hut.
Yeah, hut.
Yeah, I can put a hut up.
That would give us the 8 hours we need. I mean, the biggest risk is we would know that they probably reinforcements for sure, so we'd have to fight through them. I mean, it's not wise, that's true,
Right.
but
And also remember, while Tiny Hut is obviously very good, especially at low levels, you guys are very high levels now, which means getting through a Tiny Hut is not particularly difficult for high level enemies. Dispel, climb under it, teleport. There's a lot of different possibilities there. So, again, just want to make sure to give you guys a fair understanding of what your characters would be thinking, where if you try to rest in here in the cult headquarters, you're pretty sure you're going to be found out before too long, and that is going to result in some type of a combat likely.
I'm with Ranbon. I don't see how we could halfway defeat a pit fiend in our condition, and yet alone the other ones.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if we stay and try, we're dead. I've spent way too much.
Yeah, and I've exhausted all kinds of spells. I barely have enough to bind the guy, yet alone telekinesis. I can't hold him.
I hear you guys, but here's the thing: we got one session left, so what we would essentially be doing is we would erase everything we just did this last 4 hours by going out to long rest, resetting the whole dungeon, having to come back in and fight our way back down to the summoning circle. The only difference is now we have a key, whereas before we did not have a key.
Well, how are they going to fortify? Are they going to summon 8 hours with the fiends? I mean, not on a metagame, but that's not how planner binding works. It takes time.
I mean, the creature we just fought, I don't want to metagame either, but they have a summon devil spell. I mean, that's 4d6 devils. I mean, I'm sure he's not the only one that has a summon something spell.
And
right?
again, just to try to keep this really clear, again, right, we have one session left. We want this to be a fun session, right? We want to give you guys a chance for a really good, satisfying conclusion here to this campaign. I would say Dylan's kind of on the right track here. I won't say reset the dungeon. I won't use that term. It's not like everything would be back. But yes, if you leave in long rest, that certainly provides them time to refortify. So anything you didn't defeat, think like the archers that are barred in the room right now, they can obviously easily come out. The creature, the gentleman that was up in the top of the church that got out of here through magic, he could easily be back. So yes, if you guys think there's no possible way you can beat a pit fiend in your current state, you can certainly leave and take that chance, but you'll have one session worth of content left to try to clear any refortification plus the ritual.
I think we are fine. I know a lot of the resources are out, but a lot of us also have resourceless damage. So I think obviously Brandon needs to keep his stuff for the last little bit, and he'll get some of that back with an arcane recovery. Mm-hmm. I think the rest of us are just going to have to, I guess,
grit it out.
Yeah.
Look, guys, put it like this. We've been playing together for like over a year and some change now. The culmination of our campaign into this side, Candlekeep plus homebrew was we're trying our hardest to get Brandal's soul back. It's going to be difficult for us. I don't want to go and take a long rest and just give us all of our juice back to try to be successful. I'd rather us be smart and use the characters that we love right here to fight a one more valiant battle to save Brandal's soul. And I'll be honest, if Fred's got to go down to do it, Fred would go down to do it. But I'd much rather go down fighting than try to take the let's go long rest, get all our spells back, and then try it way. I feel like that wouldn't be as fulfilling for us as for our story at least. And I understand the need to want to do it successfully, but sometimes we fail, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather lose than lose to time.
I agree, and I'd much rather fight our hardest and just all of us die trying our hardest to save Brandal's soul than just pretend that we could possibly do this in 4 hours next week.
So it sounds like I'm hearing short rest and then try to find the summoning circle.
Yep.
Okay, I think honestly that'll make the most sense both storyline wise, and yes, if you guys were at full energy, the last battle might not be so thrilling. So the fact that you are down some resources will at least make it interesting, and yes, there will be some stakes on the line. So okay, so short rest, I will assume you guys have got that. I'll apply that, and then next week when we pick up, you guys will be making your way to the summoning circle. And again, roughly. Oh, sorry, it looks like I'm.
Wait, before you do that, Adam, because I get 2 first level spell slots back at a short rest, I'm going to put a cure wounds onto Brandal, just in case this hit dice suck, because I know he's got a D6, but there's 7, my dude.
Thank you.
And then now I'm good for my short rest. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. Yeah.
And
so,
Lexi's going to use her portion of vitality or whatever to get max hit die when she goes this.
Well,
Not-
hold on.
Not sure what that means, but feel free to do any of that stuff you guys want. As long as you can do it in a short rest, you're good to go. So what I'd say is this is the end of tonight's session. We're a couple minutes over session time here, of course. So we will pause here. Feel free to burn hit dice, do whatever you want to do as part of a short rest, arcane recovery, all that fun stuff. If there's anything you're not sure about, just shoot me a message between now and next week. But when we pick up next week, that will be the final session, and we'll see where things lie.
Sweet.
Thanks, y'all.
Sounds good.
All right,
Thanks,
hope everybody
guys.
had a good
Guys.
time.
Bye,
Nice,
everybody.
thanks. Have a good night, everyone.
Huzzah!
Bye.
See you